Just as I took a breath to speak, I decided to cough. Anyways, well met, lords and ladies. Jacob Butter speaking. Welcome back to another episode of. You know, every once in a while, you approach a certain idea, a concept that maybe has crossed your mind before. Maybe you kind of think that possibly it should have done. And this is one of those moments. So, on the random off chance that someone watching the VOD happens to have stumbled across your video, this was your first, impression of the Jacob Butter channel, and you have never seen my content before. A little background. So, I started out in the Gacha community in 2018, having already done YouTube for 5 years at this point. Most of the time, Gacha is the starting point for a lot of people, particularly because they're mostly so young. And as a result of that, a lot of it was, especially at the time, very primitive. There was no such thing as a concept of the voice-acted Gacha community, especially not as we know it right now. And for a while, I just enjoyed Gacha in my off time, made a couple of music videos here and there, and basically watched it with a couple of friends who introduced me to it in the first place. That was until I saw a video that Afmal made using her professional setup and professional voice actors as the characters that they tended to be, but just recontextualized in the Gacha tropes that were most prevalent at the time. And then it was then that I realized that this app that I barely had touched myself, apart from watching a few videos here and there, and had been dubbing over with but like as a reaction thing on Discord calls and such, actually had a lot more to offer than I thought it did. It had the animated mouths, it had animated poses, it had the option to make walking cycles. And for the longest time, the 5 years on YouTube or 6 by that point, was mostly fairly solitary. Apart from the friend collabs, whenever I tried to do something that was story-based that I had written, I ran into the hurdles of having to do it mostly myself because people had scheduling stuff that was a problem or couldn't get people of a scene. But with Gacha, suddenly, with no artistic talent that I had at the time, but a lot of writing experience, and the option to suddenly say, oh, I can include this, suddenly, the idea of making something akin to what Afmal had inspired me to do in the first place suddenly seemed possible. So I dove all in and immediately started working on a voice-acted Gacha production with the people that, actually agreed to be in the show. I'll be honest. I did ask other people. These are the ones that agreed to sacrifice their time. So that happened, and so for a while that was it. And then I realized that as that got more complicated, I thought, hey, why don't I try doing something that is a non-voice acted thing? Because I also thought of an idea of like, what if I started something on a separate channel and try to see how it would actually grow separately, but don't make it look like it's done by me. And therefore that meant non-voice acted, and thus Alpha Witch Academy was born. The reason I told you all of this is because I started out being like, well, voice acting is the future of Gacha. It needs to be more of this, please. And for a while, that is what we got. The following year, 2020, that's when the voice acting community started to really, get going. I auditioned for a bunch of stuff, I refined my voice acting. I tested out new different things to be, have the versatility, and ended up actually inspiring people to try that for themselves. But I have always appreciated that not everyone wants to take that step. And a lot of people starting out with voice acting, they don't end up following through with it. For whatever reason, I ended up being able to power through, and I'm very relieved to have done so, but that's not the case for most people. 2020 was the year of voice-acted gachas starting and then immediately being cancelled because the projects were too ambitious right off the bat. And so I appreciate why people decide, okay, let's do it this way. And as someone who has now done both, I actually acknowledge that it is not necessary for a gacha series to end up always turning into something voice acted. They both have their place. But it seems that from the idea, from when voice acting community started, Same DNA, the one who made this video, decided to not only move on to transition to doing voice acted content, but also to redub some of their old projects, or just the ones that had recently been completed. We'll get to that in the next video that I do on this channel. And that got me intrigued, because we have shows like Secrets of the Plex, for example, that started out with season 1 being non-voice acted, and 2 made the jump. And no one really suggested the idea of redubbing the first season or any of the other projects. I mean, there's Clomai, for example, that also there's also certain individuals, not naming names, are pushing for that to make the jump to voice acting. I mean, even now, for which Academy people ask me if I want to dub this, and I actually did think about that. And I filmed 2 versions of both episodes that came out, one with the subtitles and one without. So I could actually then, if I want to go back and read and dub the series, I could do that without sacrificing the pacing or some of the shots. They were destroying the hard drive disaster, but I attempted to do so. But because of that, I realized what some of the risks actually would be. And the risks involve pacing particularly, because when you're trying to account for reading speed, you tend to slow down. When you have no restrictions for characterization, you end up, possibly going a little bit more bombastic, or having something in mind that sometimes, depending on how people want to direct someone, the actors don't portray in the same way, and therefore there's a disparity in the final product. There's plenty of other things, but as the private chat has pointed out, I've rambled on for a while. But the point is, there are risks involved in doing it this way, which is, I'm surprised no one's done this before, or I haven't seen it done before. I should specify that. There are risks doing something this way, and I want to see how they were accounted for. I'm not saying that it can't be done, but I am saying there is a high chance that it wasn't done well, and people might not fall into that trap. But that's what we're here to find out. And so the people who have been patiently waiting for me to finish my monologue in the description can now enter the chat. So please welcome the person probably most in favor of voice acting everything to do with Gacha, Aiden DeBest. As well as somebody on the opposite side of the spectrum who has, up until now, until recent projects, stayed on the non-voice acted side for the sake of simplicity.
No, she has did voice acted technically before, because like Ponies was voice acted.
I specifically said Gacha, Aiden, and you ruined my segue.
No, Ponies was voice acted though, technically, because I mean, it may have just been her, but technically it's
okay, sure. In that case, I started voice acting in my projects in 2015 with Colmenar Viejo from Minecraft. And the first version of Forgius Pascal from 2014 that never saw the light of day because the file's corrupted.
There is nothing wrong with doing voice acting gacha videos and not voicing gacha videos. If you like doing something in simplicity because you feel like you can just tell the story through that way better, then go for it. If you feel like you can tell the story better through voice acting, then go for that too. So I'm fine with both stuff.
I did check out episode 1 of this video. By the way, this video is a collection of all the episodes in one go. But I checked out the first one, and so I now have a frame of reference in mind to see how that goes. And one thing that stood out immediately is that some of the soundtrack is different because, of course, I have to download the video.
Oh,
so here we go. Want to read the description or pin comment that I sent before we put the video on? I'll read the description. I actually prepared to read the description because I wanted to mention something to do with that too. I must have missed the pinned comment because it was underneath a bunch of Luname updates.
Yeah.
What is
Secret of the Plex is good, just says Ghosty. And then
here's the pinned comment.
Oh, Little Fox over here too. If you don't know what SOTB means, that means Secrets of the Plex. It's a FNAF fan-made series.
Technically, the acronym almost says stop if you switch around the O and the T.
Oh,
I think everyone has noticed that, Aiden.
Yeah, Bond talked about it so many times.
There's
like,
not a
oh
person
my God.
alive
or
who
you
can
have
read
Spot
that and not
if
think
you
of that immediately.
You can have Spot also if you rearrange some of the letters.
Spot. Oh no.
Yeah, you could also get Tots
God.
if you really want to push it that way, or Pots.
Jeez, we could
There's actual
no, wait,
phone
you can have
apps.
Tops.
There's actual phone
you
apps
can
with
have
this
Tops.
premise.
You just got to move the S to the end. Tops.
I just said that, but yes, you can do that.
Just saying, we're gonna have Secret of the Plex spinoff one day called Bottoms.
Oh God.
That's already a movie. It is.
I know. I bet it is. No. I believe you. That's why I was just laughing. Like, oh my God, there is a real movie of that, isn't there? And Jacob's like, yes. And I'm like, yep, I knew it.
Oh yeah, it came out recently, and apparently it has received very good ratings from audience members and from the people who've reacted to it. Okay, here we go. Description time. So, GCMM. Ro is a young princess-like girl who unexpectedly accepted a dare from a famous gamer boy in their school.
Oh God.
Lord.
Lord
the gamer boy.
Wait, I got a question here. Is this like a combination of medieval times and modern day? Because like princesses and princes aren't really a thing in modern day. Or at least
yes, they are.
Technically, in England, they still have royalty.
They actually are.
Really?
Yeah, England's not the only place that does that.
No. I'm saying, well, technically in the UK, but I know for a fact there are also other places besides the UK that
also,
have
there are
royalty.
there are several active monarchies currently still going as well.
Dang.
I don't know. I don't think Russian has any more royalty, do they?
Oh no, they got rid of that 100 years ago.
Yeah, okay. I just want to make sure on that.
Listen.
Do you not know what happened to the Romanovs?
Oh wait, we have someone from Twitch, by the
way.
way. We have someone from Twitch. Dang.
Oh right, okay. We'll just. Okay.
Oh, did he speak in Russian?
Speaking of. Well, there you go. Apparently, you've got an expert here who can answer that question for you, even though it's painfully obvious.
What's going on here in Russian?
You spoke a Russian person into existence. I'm surprised that you had that ability, KW.
We should, please talk with more languages. Just talk about more about different countries and just like attract people from every single nation.
Tell us more about Japan.
Oh God. Look,
Japan also has a princess, by the way.
Yeah, no, there's that too.
Isn't it Princess Moesha? Kidding. People have
Wow, they did. No, the reason why I organized a little bit of that Russian because Buckald, who is my podcast partner that he and I need to actually get back into, he actually studied Russian. So.
Okay.
So I kind of learned
Russian history because I think it's missing a few gaps.
No, I'm just saying, like, I know a few things about Russian, but like not fully. But I know, like, in like a few things here.
Okay. Well, in that case, I'll tell you. Yeah, Russia has not had a monarchy for about 110 years.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure
Okay.
because I did remember studying about the Romanovs and everything, and I remember they say, "Oh yeah, there's
The
no."
Romanovs died.
Yeah.
They all died.
That is what I was
During the
hinting
Red
at
Wedding.
before.
Yes, we know, Aiden. What I'm trying to say is that I had studied the Romanovs because I was learning more about Anastasia and her story because of like the movie. You know, they said, "Oh yeah, they have a good ending," but I'm like, didn't they all die? So
No, they all
Yes.
died. Okay, so for the longest time, Anastasia's remains weren't found, so there was theories of her being alive, and even there were even claims that from several different women saying, "Oh, hi, I'm actually the real Anastasia. I escaped," and all those. I don't think any of those claims were ever proven to be true. So, and I think
yes,
in more recent times, they recently found her remains, so it is confirmed that she did die.
yes, I know all of this, and what I was just trying to say is like I just couldn't remember like everything like 100%. Like sure, I just know like the Romanovs died, so that's the end of the monarchy over there and everything, but I wasn't 100% sure if that was still a thing or not. Because it's been a while
Well, I
since
mean,
I studied
if
Russia.
something, I mean, surely if something ended, that implies that there is not still a thing. Just
Yeah, I
by
know. I was
how that
have to
works.
double check because I don't want to get my history wrong. You know, I love history for a
Okay.
reason. I had to double check.
Okay. So the Gamer Boy offer a
we
deal
can
to pay
tell.
for a damage she's caused to Roy's luxury bag. Wait,
It's Roe, but yes.
Row? Dang.
Yes. How will Roe beat the boy in school? If you like stories that empowers girls, you mean stories that empower, but yes, and
Empowers.
show how your gender, your personality shouldn't be a hindrance to your success, then you will love this story.
Um,
Enjoy. Don't forget to comment and give us a like if you did. Little Miss Gamer, Gacha Club, etc., tags for the description because that's how you play the YouTube game. Okay, so the pinned comment. So,
Oh, I noticed you.
This is Little Miss.
I've seen her at least before on the block. I don't know
There you
her,
go.
but you know.
This is Little Miss Gamer dubbed for yeah, because actually this person got to start doing miraculous content. Yeah. Anyway, it was a long time ago, but never got a chance to do so. Apologies and thanks to the VAs who helped me dub this GCMM. I've been browsing through files and found some unanimated GCMMs waiting in my hard drive. I'm so glad for you that you still have one of those. We'll post some of them when I can, so you have something to watch if you still want to watch unanimated gacha stories. Let me know. As for Royal Fairy Academy episode 9, different series, we'll also get to that. I'm still waiting for other recordings, so please be patient. I was tempted to keep the whole Academy thing going, but I want to address this first.
I have seen some of the Fairy Academy stuff, and I think the animation in some of that looks really good so far. Like honestly,
that's good to know.
Although I will say about the description, I find it a bit weird that the creator is leading with this is meant to, I don't know, the whole empowerment thing, like in the description without seeing it. I don't know. I guess
yeah. As someone who has seen it, I do have thoughts on the execution of that, but we're going to address that now, obviously.
I don't know. This is just my personal thing, but I just kind of feel weird when stories or like marketing or descriptions lead with that as a selling point. Like I feel like because like without seeing it, you don't really know if it's gonna be good or not. Because like there have been stories that have tried to use that as a selling point, but completely
failed miserably.
Execution. For example, there have been stories where you have like a tomboy girl who's
yes, but there have also been stories that have succeeded.
Yeah,
so until we see what this is like, then
I don't know. I'm just saying I find it weird from a marketing perspective to lead with that because then it's like I don't know.
I mean, it's fine if you want to empower people, but to say like empower your gender and stuff, that's where I'm like.
I mean, I don't mind saying that, but like I don't know, it's like without proof of concept, and it's just kind of weird from a marketing standpoint. Like,
well, anyway,
honestly, that if it is in here, that the story should should speak to that for itself in theory.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
I mentioned before the Surface actually, again, not out yet, but a lot of the time, Red Legend Studios, who I mentioned in yesterday's review, will re-hype some of the people who have been around, in the server for 3 years. So like, I know we haven't released anything yet, but we're keep going. We're making a lot of progress, which we are, by the way. I've seen it. And and like this is gonna change lives. It's gonna be it's a huge message about bullying and stuff.
Lives, change. Oh, that's a bit of.
I know it's highly exaggerated, but again, as somebody, I mean, I voiced the main character in that, so I've read a vast portion of the script, and as far as the execution goes, I can see where she's coming from. So again, it's all about how you actually put that into practice, even if the marketing might overhype itself a bit. Does it put itself into practice? We'll see. So without further ado, on with the review.
Oh, Bon already done that.
I mean, fair enough. Also, you're not even painting a nail? There wasn't a nail there that you were painting. You just go back to that shot.
She doesn't have nails.
Yeah, she doesn't have nails. So when she was painting her nails, you literally saw the nail polish draw on air, and then nails appeared.
So what's the solution? Dye the outline of the finger?
No, you make a fake nail that you apply to it.
I suppose that would work. You
apply a fake nail, and then when you drag the brush on, you apply the color.
I mean, it just depends on the fake nails too, because I have seen there are clear nails, and they are sometimes hard to see until you paint on them. I'm not defending it, by the way. I'm just saying I have seen there are clear fake nails, and until you paint it.
I will say, I think it would be cool if Gacha characters have nails, but I also don't think it would fit with the art style very well, because the art style is very simplistic most of the time.
Maybe just have a little hint if they're doing hand decisions. Maybe just a little hint, but not too much. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Honestly, I think nails would be cool, because that would be a detail. I feel like there are two characters in the Mrs. Dysart show who I feel like would paint their nails. I feel like Evelyn would have very maybe bright pink or bright red nail polish, and Evelyn probably would paint her. Not Evelyn. Evelyn would have very bright pink nail polish, and Zoe would have probably dark black nail polish, and those would probably be the only two characters, and I think would be cool.
I'll be honest, Mrs. Dysart herself probably would.
I doing purple nail polish or something like that, being doing something cool like that.
Of course, yeah. I will say, I don't know if the top clipping of the skirt should count as a sin counter or not, because that's just a thing that happens in Gacha Club.
Yeah. I'm so weird. I'm so confused by the fact that you weren't able to adjust skirts, at least in Gacha Club. I found that weird. Well, I'm so glad in Gacha Life too, but God, I feel like that should have been Gacha Club.
I can see the reason why Luname was apprehensive about that based on what happened in Gacha Life, but again, yeah.
What's it called? Nail polish when you're only doing is painting them. When did it call nail paint? I think it's supposed to be something where it's technically you're polishing your nails, you're refining them and designing them. And
plus, a lot of nail polish is also very shiny. So so in a way, you're quote unquote polishing them by making them super shiny and slick.
Yeah,
looking.
And polish comes in different colors, so it's not like it has to be necessarily that's just giving a shine.
Because paint is very dull.
All right. Okay. So with that done, I have one thing I've noticed here, having seen the first part of the first episode, the music has changed here. This was not the original track, so I guess now Same DNA has changed their mind about what type of music fits this intro first. So that shows again, if you're going to do a redub, go all out. Fair enough.
Ooh, I like that dress.
I like the way that it's paired up to the actual hangers as well. Row your boat. Okay, there we go.
That's kind of okay.
All the names are puns. I've seen this in the episode. All the names are puns. I was trying to figure out what the pun actually was, and yes, it's row your boat.
Oh god.
Okay, but just saying, I feel like personally, it should be in a more easily understandable font. Yes, that it should. If you're gonna have stuff in text, it should be in an extremely understandable font that most people could read quite easily. That may make the text look quote unquote plain, but I would prefer to be able to read it instead of it being ooh, it's pretty. I don't know what it says, but it's pretty.
Definitely, because otherwise you get some people calling her Miss Drama Queen because they can't see what the rest of it is.
I'm not just a pretty face.
Voiced by Komexuri? Hang on a second.
Komexuri.
Who's Kamexri?
I mean,
we've
I
talked about
probably
Kamexri a lot on this channel.
I probably have heard of her or seen a lot of her stuff, but I'm not good at names.
Well, they were the person who did the Gacha documentaries, like the full Gacha timeline, the talk about Gacha animates and it was illegal even though it wasn't. That person.
Oh wait, were they the person who also made a claim about Rosie Cozy the first?
Yes.
Oh God, no!
The very same. The very same. It was like there's only one voice actor thing before
Also,
Music Freaks, which was Renegade, apparently.
That I was working on. I just heard Bessa to KW's mic. What? What did you hear through my mic? I'm confused.
A video that Bond posted in the Mutant Girl server that you might have actually played because it was coming from your mic, apparently. I don't know.
But most of my sounds are through the headphones, so.
Okay. You would think so. Maybe someone else in your house is watching it.
Oh,
maybe your family found the Mutant Girl server. You did say you showed them the series, right? So maybe they're fans. Anyways, so Kamexri, well-known Gacha commentator and also voice actor, and was also in Glamorous Academy.
Mountain you're trying to climb. Think I've heard it before in a movie like
Drew not call me. I mean, that's I don't really. It's not really much of a pun. It's just
Drew.
That
not call me. Do not call me, Drew.
Oh, I guess that's it. I guess that's it. Drew not call me, as in like do not call me. I guess that's what it meant to be. Okay, fair enough.
we can write our own end in this
Drunk.
My name is minor.
Yeah. Also, the intro section there that was there from the original version, and the voiced by in the bottom left corner that's obviously been added. That's why those aren't together because they were done at different times.
This poor Vaughn, they're like, please tell me you guys heard it, please. And I'm like,
wait, why are you outside at a desk with a computer?
Because that's not illegal. Roxy the Snowman. I mean,
weird.
this one's obvious. You know, Roxy the Snowman.
No. I was thinking
His voice by Dagon.
I was thinking another character that has Roxy.
Okay, I mean, there's several of them.
No, I know. There are plenty of other characters named Roxy, but
Jacob has more reason to be triggered at the name Roxy than you. Excuse me.
Oh yeah, well yeah. I don't think KW knows about that, but yes, to what you're saying.
Yeah,
Aiden, you're
KW
right.
definitely was around during that time period.
I'm guessing. I don't know. Maybe KW was thinking of Roxy from Winx Club. I don't know.
Maybe I don't know.
No, it's a FNAF character from Security Breach.
Oh.
Oh, you literally commented. Wait, okay, yes, I commented. I was watching it, but the sound usually comes from through the headphones, and my mic is separate from the headset or the headphones. So
maybe it was just a really loud video you were playing, so some of the sound came out.
Maybe, I don't know. So that's why I'm confused, Bond. So like, yes, I did technically watch it, but at the same time, like I don't know how you can hear it through the headphones.
I'm confused by the fact we've gone from Roxy to Roxanne.
I think.
Yeah. And this one's my favorite one.
Oh my god! I'm hot. I'm hot.
Lord, I'm hot.
Oh my god.
Hey, are you gonna be okay? Are you gonna be okay?
You know what? If Akira Toriyama saw this video, he'd be proud. That's all I'm saying. How do you and Bond feel about Gacha Life? Oh, right.
Whoa, wait,
Since
what?
when was this confirmed? Excuse me?
Well, apparently today, Josh sent me a bunch of images about the fact that Luname said there was an idea for Gacha Life 3, which is essentially going to be a Gacha Life 2 extension. It's a whole thing. I'm going to get into it.
Oh, okay.
I swear, if Luname leaves Gacha Life 2 unfinished, I will throw a chair.
That's not the point. Gacha Life 3 was a 2025 thing.
Wait, no. Oh, Josh saw a video on. Okay, Josh,
Yeah, but you
Here's the
also
thing.
posted stuff on the server, so but not sorry, you also posted stuff from the server to me, so it's not like you
Oh,
only
okay. If
learned
he
about it
said
from there.
stuff from the server, okay, then that makes sense. But if he only said like images that says like, oh yeah, Looney totally confirmed that there's gonna be a Gacha 3 or whatever, but not showing any proof of that, that's where I'm like, do not trust that one bit. Because people will say, well, yeah, it's been confirmed. There are new games or whatever. Like, do you know how many times people have said, oh, yeah, Shadow the Hedgehog 2 game is going to be confirmed or other Sonic sequels? And
I
Sega
mean,
said,
I have
"No."
beef with the
GTA
Pokemon.
6, that became a meme for people saying GTA 6 was going to be
I have beef
released.
with the Pokemon community because they keep making claims that certain Pokemon games will in fact come out, or being like Black and White 3 is going to come out. All right, you're right. Yes, a game that was from 10 years ago, which Black and White 1 and 2 aren't even on the latest console or even on the second latest console. You're right. They're going to make a sequel to it.
Wouldn't that be a reason to make a sequel to release it on the newer consoles and force people to buy the new one rather than get the old one?
No, that would be a reason to make a remake. That wouldn't be a reason to make a new game. Because
Okay.
Black and White 3 would literally be a sequel. But you would have to put the previous 2 games because a lot of newer Pokemon fans haven't played Black and White because that was from DS.
Right, okay then.
So and that's why I say like when like a lot of the Pokemon community makes things like, oh, it's totally confirmed, guys, it's totally gonna happen. It's like, no, it's not. Why are you saying
they're all fans of the newest Pokemon game, Pokemon
You know how
April
many
and
times
Fools.
people say, oh yeah, it's been confirmed that Eevee is going to have a new evolution. I'm like,
They've been saying that every game since X and Y.
Is that surprising?
Or well, every generation since X and Y.
I would love Eevee to have a new evolution, but
the only reason Eevee had a new evolution in Generation 6 was because they introduced a new type, which was Fairy type, and to hype up said type, they were like, oh, let's give Eevee a new evolution. That's the only reason Eevee got a new evolution. So they wouldn't give Eevee like a Steel type form just because they haven't did that.
Isn't that what they did for every single other type? You know, but from the first 3, isn't that what they did every other time just because?
I don't really know exactly with Gen 4, honestly. I think Gen 4 because Gen 4 was really was reminiscent of Generation 2. It had a lot of evolutions from Generation 2. They wanted to emulate the whole Umbreon and Espeon thing. The main reason why Umbreon and Espeon existed was because the Dark type was new in Generation 2, and they wanted to have a Psychic type would make sense to go along with Dark type. You know.
So once again, just because.
Yeah, well, there was some reasoning. It's just my problem. I mean, that's just my problem with people. People are like, "Oh, it's confirmed, guys," when it's just your fan speculation. Oh, someone on Reddit once made a post about this of happening with no evidence besides the fact that it could happen. But I'm saying it's confirmed, guys. Trust me, bro. Trust me, guys. This new game's totally confirmed, guys. Did you know that Luigi Mansion 4 is going to come out in 2026? Guys, trust me, bro. It's totally coming out. Like, okay.
Once again, GTA 6 was a meme for this exact reason.
Yeah.
I'm only going to say that if Eevee gets a new evolution, hopefully it's like a ghost type. I would really love to see a ghost type Eevee evolution.
I want a dragon type one, personally.
Yeah, people have talked about both of those as particular favorites.
I think a steel type would be cool, a poison type would be cool, any other. Honestly, I would take any evolution, but realistically, it's not going to happen. And even if they were to do an evolution, I feel like they would want to do 2 in a row, like how they did like for the previous evolutions, where they introduced 2 at a time. They'd probably introduce two at once if they were to do that, or a new type.
Okay. Or in the case of, I guess, Espeon and Umbreon, both, apparently.
Yeah. Hey, I love Umbreon. My favorite Pokemon.
I wasn't suggesting that Umbreon was a bad thing at all.
No. I'm just saying. You know.
If anything, I think Shiny would hunt me down if I said that. But that's not the case anyway.
Probably. You'd be like, "Excuse me." I am
Yeah,
a
he only-
Umbreon with a shiny Umbreon, and you're telling me that you hate Umbreon? I thought we're
He only
fans.
lives 2 hours away from me, so.
But yeah, so like when it comes to Pokemon, things, I don't know. I don't really like it when people say certain stuff's confirmed. I also don't like when people label certain stuff sequels. Like people have called there's like some other games like TV Mation coming out, like some other Gacha dress up games. Like I think there was another one confirmed, and they were calling it the new Gacha Life 3, or they're calling TV Mation Gacha Life 3. And they're doing stuff like that, and I don't find, and that's not cool in my opinion. Because it's not Gacha Life 3, it's its own thing. You can't call a game that isn't assuming the Gacha title and call it Gacha Life 3, because that's not cool in my opinion. Because that completely that stuff like that would delegitimize the game or make it like, oh, it's just another game. It's like, no, it's someone else's product that's similar to the product you like. And I don't know. It's one of those things where it just isn't nice. It reminds me of the controversy where Matt Pat played a game but called it the new Undertale. He streamed a game, called it the new Undertale, and the title and tags didn't name drop the actual name. And it was just a game.
I think he posted a theory
to
today or something where he talked about the next backrooms.
Maybe, but that's one of the things where it's like that was a massive controversy with him because the game developer got upset about that because the game wasn't even name dropped, so it wasn't even properly announced, and all the marketing was the new Undertale.
I think that's why actually the theory that he posted either today or yesterday actually did say what the name of thing is name of thing the next backrooms. I forgot what it was actually called.
Yeah.
So I guess he must have learned from that. So I can understand why someone might, say, here's if you liked this thing, then check out this, and they phrase it differently. But obviously say the thing.
It definitely matters how you phrase it, because if you phrase it as purely this the new version of blank when it's not associated with that, it could be very insulting to the actual creator, being like, oh, this new show is basically the new version of this. It's like, so what, you're delegitimizing this show and just calling it like a altered version of a previous thing? That's it, not letting it exist on its own, Like, I mean, everything is
the intent is normally to bring the audience who liked the previous thing into liking the new thing. But of course, then like I said before, if you don't mention what the new thing is, then suddenly, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, just like.
I see. Well, shall we continue then?
Yes.
Please do. I've heard the name Spectrion before, actually. Someone did make a theory about that. Oh wow, we had 36 seconds on the timer to spare. That's good.
Oh god. Oh, you're doing the 5 timer thing.
Of course I am. I didn't want to talk about Gacha Life 3 in the first place.
This is time. Oh,
okay. We've got. Hold on, I need to read these credits properly. Just other names. Okay, I can't see that on Restream.
Girls voiced by. Oh god, it got pixelated.
Any
I can't read
Bunny?
There's our queen.
Oh.
Hey girls. Sorry I'm late.
Okay, I'm noticing immediately something that I thought would actually happened. One of my first predictions. So like I said before in my 11-minute monologue, one of the things that you might end up seeing in these videos is where they take the actor's delivery being shorter than the original time to read, and therefore they might trim it down. That's one of the possibilities. It seems like that's exactly what happened, because the jump cuts are happening way faster than in the original version.
I received a delivery from Samwitanchi. Samwatan? No way! Yes, Way.
Wow!
I wish I was as lucky as you.
Queen!
Queen? Queen!
Slay!
Okay, so one of my other concerns was that the voice actors were not going to match the energy of the original product. Yeah, so far they are, definitely.
Stop.
Queen!
The shrieking is so irritating.
Wait, is Roxette a main character?
Ro is the main character.
Oh, good.
Let me guess.
We read the description earlier.
I know. I just saw the fact. Look, okay, Roxy is the kind of character I'm scared about in these kind of stories. You know, the not like other girls. I'm kind of emo. Also, I'm kind of like one of the boys. You know, I am #strong because I can't. Because I am like one of the boys, and that's the only reason I'm strong. Because I'm like the men's. That mentality.
I might be a snowman, but I don't melt under pressure.
Listen, that mentality is weird to me. It's like, okay, but
pressure.
how? I'm strong because I'm like men. Like, okay.
Well, we pleased to know that at least for the first episode, that doesn't get brought up.
You didn't get any sleep.
Yeah, I was fixing my motherboard.
And you played games.
You know me so well, Rox.
Yep. And I know
Roxanne,
you need this.
Roxanne, all you want to do is let me on.
I love how Aiden is always behind the jokes that the chat have already made, and that we
Oh wait, really? I didn't even see the chat. I just like that song.
It was a different Roxanne song, but Bond did actually say that earlier, and we did address it, and we went from Roxanne.
Yeah,
to Roxanne.
and I tried to sing it, but I messed up the lyrics.
Yeah, there's actually swearing in that song, so I can't really sing it on stream. But I love that song.
What?
Yeah, I've heard it multiple times, so I know.
It's in some Gacha music videos.
That is one of the reasons I've heard of it multiple times.
Thanks, Rox.
What is that?
Okay, I'm noticing that Lord is very reserved in his delivery so far. Like the whole it's like the impact happens.
Mm-hmm.
The impact in the original was not synced correctly, so we have a little bit of post editing, fixing of mistakes here at the very least.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no! My bag! You!
I like the humph that was added there.
What?
You ruined my bag!
Ruined? It just got wet. Give it to me.
Actually, some bags could easily be ruined by getting wet. Some
Do you think he cares? Do you think he cares about that, Aiden?
Well, yeah, but it takes actual intelligence to realize that. I mean, I have a bunch of bags, and I'm kind of scared to get them wet. I mean, I don't think this takes
intelligence as much as does like just knowledge of bags, which he clearly does not have in his characterization.
Yeah, he doesn't really care. There.
How could you do that to my same Tanchi bag?
Could you please stop shrieking?
Or alternatively, start shrieking, because that's what is supposed to happen.
Look, just tell me how much that trash is, and I'll pay you.
Okay, it's worth $8.
$8? You're making a big deal out of an $8 bag?
Obvious punchline in 3, 2, 1.
$8,000, not $8.
Huh? Who in their right mind would spend that much on a bag?
Right.
Rich people, technically. I mean, I think that's a little obnoxious, but I've also spent like $100 on mini backpacks before, or like on a mini backpack before, like $90. So
I've
they're
seen
very nice.
I've seen a few of these huge, like expensive fashion stores. And even in those ones, at least on displays, 8,000 is still pushing it. I'll say that much.
Yeah, no. I mean, normally it's like probably 1,000 or something, but I wouldn't say 8,000. Plus, to be fair, that bag was probably made of slave labor anyways.
Okay, very bold claim here with no context of how this universe operates, but sure.
No, we're talking IRL with expensive bags like that. It's probably made of actual slave labor overseas where people are being paid literally slave wages.
How do you feel about Comextry's voice acting as Ro in this so far? About 50% of the time it really works. They've got the characterization down particularly well. What they're missing right now is the volume. Like I said before, the shrieking really isn't there. There's like a lot more projection that needs to happen for that to come across in the way that it's supposed to be. How was your day? Me, stop attacking me! Oh, bro, sounds like me when I was younger. I see.
About a nice gaming setup with that much money.
What?
And still have a lot to spare, quite honestly.
Would you buy a gaming setup? She looks too dumb to even know what that means.
Why is she echoing?
I don't know. Is that a restream thing?
Is that a restream thing?
I don't know.
Continue,
I can check
continue
the
to
comments
see.
to see if anyone else has said anything.
Or just continue to see.
Okay, fair enough.
Listen, I don't think I ruined your Patansky bag.
It's Witanchi.
Whatever. If it was a gaming console,
Okay, that's like cutting the lines together and thinking about differently. All right, interesting.
I would have definitely paid for the damages. Gaming? That's the most important thing in this world. While your bag is
you're
useless.
being rude. Hey, some people really value stuff. Like, I have a lot of collectibles that I spend a lot of money on, but that doesn't, but it's like, you can't go up to me and be like, oh, they're useless. It's like, listen, we all put value in stuff, regardless if you personally see the value. We all individually put value in stuff, regardless. Like, people put value in trading cards. They're technically just cardboard, but people still put value in them, and they still mean stuff to people. Therefore, you can't be like, oh, they're just cardboard. Like, no.
If I had to guess, that's the moral lesson of this series. That and gender doesn't matter for your achievements, which we haven't seen yet. But this is also, I'm guessing, what the moral is going to be.
I like how we said like the character doesn't care about bags or whatever, and he goes, "How dare you, sir? She cares about that bag that much. How dare you be rude?"
Well, if she cares about it, that much, then she should be allowed to, and you shouldn't belittle her personal interest just because your interest is quote unquote better, which to her maybe gaming is stupid. Most people don't make money off gaming, so what's the point of gaming? Huh? Is this for fun? Oh, I don't think your personal enjoyment matters.
We understood your point, Aiden.
Yeah.
You've made your point.
Yeah.
I will destroy him. I don't care. People like him make me sick, and I will destroy them.
Once again, I'm pretty sure that's going to be the moral lesson, which means he's going to eventually learn that for himself and grow as a character.
Aiden is about to grab a death note and write his name in the death note and let him die of a heart attack.
No, I'm gonna I'm gonna write a creative death down. Excuse me. I'm writing something creative. Like his gaming PC explodes while he does it, and then he ends up dying slowly in a room with exploded PC as he stops losing oxygen.
Wouldn't an explosion kill him pretty quickly?
No, it just explodes, injures him, and then he has to inhale all the smoke and slowly lose oxygen as the flames kill him.
Right.
Hi, Ghost.
Listen,
Aiden,
I will go psychotic.
Wait, Aiden, are you gonna take a potato chip and eat it?
I mean, we don't want that to happen this time because Ghosty already pulled that last time, and then
my
headphones are still recovering.
I don't really like potatoes.
Yeah! You insult our queen's Watashi bag!
I love how they say the same thing, but it's not like synced up.
Let's just go.
Oh god, it's just her.
Okay, it is definitely
Roxy. No, Roxanne.
For the tournament.
It's Roxy and Roxanne. Roxanne is the other is the other personality. I recognize this within one of Same DNA's videos. What gave it away? Was it the same DNA in the description? I'm kidding. I'm sure you recognize this. I get it.
Wow.
Yeah, Roxy's right, Lord. That'd be a waste of $100,000.
Let's go.
100,000.
Hey, Amhot! I won't stop until you pay for my bag.
You're so annoying, you know that?
I'm glad that the right yaw was actually used in both versions.
Alright, how about this? Let's play a game. If you win, I'll pay for the damages.
Oh,
if you lose, which I'm sure you will.
You will be his girlfriend.
Wait, whoa, why would you want to date? Well, I guess they said
he doesn't. Yeah.
That'd be horrible. I always found it weird, like, oh yeah, you have to date this person if you lose. Like, that sounds horrible. Why do you want to date someone who doesn't actually want to date you? That's gross.
Yeah, well, I mean, here's somebody trying to push for, the two main characters must get together. Classic friend trope there. Or I guess audience surrogate. Also, I love this. Roxanne, all she wanna do is double audio.
I don't want a shrieking girlfriend.
How How about I pay you $10,000 if I lose?
Well, is everyone rich in this story? Jesus.
Well, well, she bought an $8,000 bag. Do you think she's not rich?
Okay, I forgot that part. But everyone's just casually willing to drop a lot of money.
Two people are so far.
Listen, okay, I'm just saying money. Ooh, give me that money. I want that money. Give me that bag.
Oh God.
Well, I don't really want her bag, but I just want money bag. I want money bags. You know what I mean?
Just someone can call you money bags. Anyway. I especially like one of their videos. I've got the name of the video, but the title had bully in it. I think it's been a bit. There's a lot of I did a quick sweep of the channel because I wanted to find out if there was like any other dubs. I was going to do the dubbed version of Mr. Reject for this video, but actually I discovered this one when I scrolled through the channels. Like, are there any more of these? And it turns out that the origin of this channel was miraculous content. So.
Miraculous.
Definitely the best. Up to the test when things go wrong.
Miraculous.
The luckiest. The power of love always so strong.
Miraculous. Had a card.
Miraculous. I broke my wrist.
That was me. That was me like 2 years ago, or maybe it was 2 years ago. That was me 2 years ago.
There you go.
Oh no.
Deal.
Oh, you forgot to say what the game was. Okay, never mind. Walk away.
Dude,
it's just a game.
That was easy money.
Yeah, but the thing is, if she picks the game, that slightly becomes the catch of the video.
Oh,
isn't
no.
It? It's like, yeah.
It's like it's a fashion game that has realistic prices.
Yeah, which then how do you like grade that? I guess you have to like have an external judge or something, which then would mean that someone else would be biased. It has to be something based on performance, but yeah. It's just like there's this one really like indie game that Lord has never heard of and thus doesn't know how to play. The game is Mario 63. What? I never played this before.
Also, why are you calling her dumb? I mean, she didn't really say anything dumb.
The implication, because again, these characters, bear in mind, they have history together, so I presume that they think that she is, you know, the dumb princess-like character that she has said before. Her tagline is a pretty face. This,
Also, basically,
if I had to guess, is where the whole gender doesn't matter thing comes into play. Apart from the fact that it's Roxy saying it, so that kind of ruins what I just said. So
yeah, I don't really think his gender doesn't matter if a girl's saying it, unless she's like a.
I realized the moment that it left my mouth.
Wait,
imagine that Roxy's just an insane pick me. Oh my god, like women are like so much maintenance. I mean, I'm sorry about us women. Like we always demand stuff of you, and like we're always just. God, we just need to stop complaining, you know? Like you guys try. It's okay.
I would love if there was like a group, like a misogynistic group, and
just a one woman lads. Who's like, you're right. Us women are too much.
Yeah, and every time that she tries to like get in on the joke, they stop laughing immediately. Like, yeah, sure, all right then.
By the way, I'm just gonna say this is my prediction. It's gonna be like Legally Blonde.
I mean, it does give that vibe.
Yeah.
Right. I've not seen it, so let me know if it does become that.
Basically, blonde girl.
She's literally
stupid for being blonde, but then gets dumped by a guy, and then she's like, you know what? I'm gonna be the kind of girl he wants. I'm gonna go to law school. Goes to law school, but realizes she's smart enough and gets her own value, and then at the end. When the guy wants to get back with her,
if it becomes like, that. I meant like if the video goes in that direction, but thanks anyway.
I thought you wanted something really
dumb.
OMG, girl! I can't believe you fell for that. I know you can easily pay him that $10,000, but your pride is at stake here.
Your pride as a gamer, which is not part of your personality that you like to show to the world. You know
what, guys? No wonder people don't want the bag in it because look,
her arm's clipping through the bag. You can rotate the bag.
The bag got so wet that the fabric corrupted, and she's supposed to punch her way through it.
There's a hole through the bag now, and she just puts her arm through and holding it. Oh my god.
Look like a zebra. Okay.
Oh my god.
Nothing.
Bro, I can't believe you're that stupid. How on earth would will you win against that guy?
I got an idea. Pick the game yourself. No one said it yet.
You never said.
Pick a fashion game. Pick a fashion game. You
Yeah.
can literally
Player in
win
his
by
team?
playing a fashion
Or
game.
just pick literally any game he's not specialized in.
Yeah.
Huh?
I've used our connections. The majority suggested we look up for this guy.
Why?
Noob Master Shamdam?
They
Oh my god.
Why do you want to look him up?
say almost all of them got their gaming skills from him.
Oh, right. Okay, I missed this line when I watched it originally.
This is just Legally Blonde. Instead of going to law school, she goes to a gaming coach.
I mean, it is also the hero's journey. Because we introduced the status quo, then we went on to the crossing of the threshold, which was the bit which is like step 3 actually, cross the threshold to where the deal is set, and now we're going to meet the mentor, which is step 4. So if anything, it's a lot of stories. And actually, yes, there are girls named Drew Barrymore being a prime example.
Dun dun dun! Oh my god!
She's his dad, by the way.
What do you mean? The character or Drew Barrymore?
Drew Barrymore. She broke the strike. She literally started her show during the strike, or restarted her show back up during the strike.
But then
when
she
wasn't
was
supposed
also
to.
following the rules.
I didn't even know she had a show. So
No,
this
people
is
in the union
information.
literally said she wasn't supposed to.
This sure is information.
But
I
I
could
thought
talk-
she followed the rules. Like there was
Thanks
She
for all
did.
the help, boys. Hey, Queenies! Excuse the matter.
I know we were just saying yesterday we were watching YouTuber Academy that we needed someone to
Yeah.
actually like talk into the camera like this, and
Oh
here we
my
are.
god, literally.
Yes, but I'm getting ready for a battle.
Excuse the mess, but I put myself in extreme close up so you can't see it anyway. So who cares?
Oh,
By the way, you can actually make this visual, recreate it using only gacha stuff,
Yeah.
and I guess one okay, maybe not the captions. Granted, the captions you have to do it somewhere else, like the actual name title, but everything else you can do with gacha and keyframing.
Whoa. She's got the best gear.
She's just a show-off. Does she really think she can win over Laud?
This is a good point, because even if you have the best setup, if you haven't practiced with the game, then there's no guarantee.
She probably can't even beat me. Laud.
And I'm the worst at this, at whatever game we're doing, I suppose.
and I'm the worst at video games because I am just a simple woman, unlike you men, because I'm so
terrible. It's not even similar to me, and that's the lowest bar that exists.
No, I'm just going with the idea of Roxy to pick me, and I think it would be funny if she just started saying a bunch of sexist stuff.
Roxy is a don't pick me. Roxy is like, don't pick me, I am terrible.
Don't pick me. Listen.
Are you sure you want to go true with that bet? I mean, it's just a waste of time.
And he's gonna cheat.
That's what makes it more exciting. It's a
I mean, yeah, how long would it take? You haven't even said what game it is, but it looks like you're gonna like,
Wait,
8 hours or something.
Wait, you didn't give a timeline, you didn't pick a game, you're just like, okay, how about you beat me in a game? Okay?
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, why not? It's a bit of fun, and it also means that it will save him $8,000.
And
feel
I
like
chose
worth going
you
through with it.
to a Yu-Gi-Oh doll.
I hear a chainsaw. KW, you're having a chainsaw in the background.
No.
I activate chainsaw. In attack mode, this card allows me to saw your other cards in half.
Imagine as an actual Yu-Gi-Oh card. Oh god.
Thereby getting rid of exactly half of all of your life points.
No, there was an instance where real, so you know that Yu-Gi-Oh card Punk Grade where you can draw 2 cards?
I do, yes, surprisingly, but I have heard of it.
Okay. So I don't remember what the exact saying was, but someone did a Halloween edit of that card, but sorry, it's a vacuum. Anyways.
Oh, it's a vacuum. Okay.
It wasn't a chainsaw, but it's very annoying.
I'm sorry, it's gone.
No, it's not! It's not God!
I thought it was gone. I thought it was.
I activate Pot of Greed. This allows me to draw 2 cards, and I draw 2 chainsaws. And I water your life points.
Anyways, so it was a Halloween video where someone made using a character pop figure from the Yu-Gi-Oh series. They said, I'll use this card that's supposed to be the reference to Pot of Greed, but apparently it helps them draw 2 pieces of candy and insert pull or whatever. I have to find it again. It was so hilarious.
I think yeah, a trick or treater should have used that one actually. Yeah. I can see that happening. I can see the Pharaoh from the Lucaribos version actually going up and trick or treating with that.
Oh my god.
I demand your candy as sacrifice to me, the Pharaoh. Anyways, Ro, for love of sweet everything, please put a shirt on. I guess Ro was offended by the chainsaw from earlier. But actually, now that you mention that, I saw in the original, what that struck me as odd was the fact that out of 2 outfits that Ro was going to select, I don't think she actually picked either of them. But I don't know, just...
Win-win for Lord. 10 grand in a snap.
I know, but...
Are you doubting Lord, Roxy?
No! Why would I?
Someone as lowly as myself could not dare to doubt our Lord.
That's enough. I never back down from a challenge, big or small.
Especially when you initiated the challenge. So why would you back down from it?
Let's just focus on the tournament. Miss Drama Queen isn't a big deal.
Yeah.
Practice at 7 tonight.
Wow.
Okay, everything after this point I haven't seen it, so no more comparisons to the original show.
Yay! Prepare yourself, Lord. Hi, new Master Shamdam. I need your help.
I'm so live streaming.
Master Shamdam, please.
Okay, okay. I'm glad we have like the caption this time. It's not just text story again.
Please. I need help. Maybe he's busy. Ugh! He can't be busy. I need his help. Should I bug him one more time? Nooba Master Shamdam, please, please, please.
Dude, if someone do that to me, I'm just like, I am not helping you because you have to give me some time because I am going to be busy.
Hey,
because I'm
Jacob,
helping other people.
Hey, Jacob, can you voice this thing for me? Jacob, please. Jacob, are you there? Jacob, I want this character to be voiced by you. Yeah, I have had that before from some people.
Oh, God. I didn't do that work.
Oh, no.
Okay, that's good, because I'm like, please don't tell me I actually did that. Oh, God.
It's used to people who don't know about time zones and therefore don't know when I'm most likely to respond.
Oh, yeah.
Or I do respond, but it's too late for me to do anything. So like, hey, so when are you gonna send these lines in? It's like when the morning happens.
Are you?
Right.
OMG, you replied. My name
I can't wait all day for you, miss. You're a girl, right? You don't sound like a guy from my perspective.
Guys don't say OMG. It's impossible.
Yeah, I'm a miss. You can call me Miss Gamer.
How about Little Miss Gamer? Roll credits.
Miss Gamer? So, what can I do for you?
Wait, you're going to help me?
Well, if you say what you want first, then he might consider it.
Isn't that the reason why you contacted me?
OMG! I'm so happy! You'll never know what's at stake here. You see,
I actually have also had this as well, where people come to me and say, hey, would you like to be in my series? Like, yeah, sure, tell me about it. Oh my goodness, you're in this series. Like, wait, hold on. Give me a rundown first.
Right.
I don't know what I'm actually signing up for here.
Are you here to chat or to learn how to play?
oh, sorry. I'm
I was about to tell you, you can't type that fast. Jeez.
here to learn.
Reckon.
Ball?
Huh?
You know, Wrecking Ball. JK.
I like how
Wow.
the idea of like her face hasn't changed at all, And that actually is realistic. People like making jokes on the phone. They're just like this. Hi, haha, lol. You know. Anyway, apparently the game is reckoned, but they never. I guess that was agreed upon between the two of them at some point. I don't know.
He said no. I think he chose the game for him or her to like train on. I think.
Well, yeah, I think so too, but that was never confirmed.
No, I meant either like okay, never mind.
Oh, you mean like Noob Muster said, okay, we're not in this particular game.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
I suppose. Well, I mean, you better hope it's the right one then. Anyway, when someone wants you to review something but they're very impatient, that has also happened. Yes, that's true.
Please review my series, please, 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 please review it, Jacob, please.
Oh my goodness, Jax Penwell. Yeah.
Wait, Jack did. What's with you with people?
I don't think you know who Jax Penwell is, KW. I think that was before your time.
Yeah, no. I think you said that was a story that you have to share another time because I think you have brought him up before.
I've shared it before. There's like a whole Walking Wednesday on the situation as well.
Oh god, I have to find that Walking Wednesday video then.
Yeah, I think it has his name in the title, so it should be easy to find. I don't remember what number it was.
Right, sure. I can find old videos very easily.
Yeah, fair enough. That would be ominous if it weren't for the fact that I obviously, as a YouTuber, I relish that. Anyway. Yeah, Ghost Kitty remembers. Yeah, exactly. Which, by the way, actually, Jax Penwell was the original version. The reason that I used like the Jacob like holding a bat thing, because that was originally like supposed to be like the kidnapped by giants thing. I was like, I'll save you, which I also added for this one again because for some reason in the thumbnail, Ro is stepping on top of Lord as a giant. So it's like, okay, I guess we're doing this again.
Here we go again.
And Josh has already found it. It was 193. There we go.
Wow.
Okay, I don't think he remembered that. I think he went to the channel, used the video search function, and typed in Jax Penwell. It was probably that way.
Wow.
Never heard of it.
Oh.
Make your character and let's play.
Oh, that was quick. Okay, then. That was very slow.
What?
She doesn't know about like, you know, like countering attacks essentially in fighter games, which is why she's failing over and over again. At least she's evolving. She was trying to do a ranged attack. Took too long to charge it, of course, so once again, struck you down. Gotta dodge. Why didn't you dodge? Yeah. Anyway, speaking of Dragon Ball.
This is it. The turning point. One shot and new Master Shamdam will disappear into thin air.
Boom! another blast.
In 3, 2, 1.
Okay, that counts.
Game over.
The health bars didn't actually change at all. Nice transition, exceptional transition there, but why didn't the health bars change if you've got all this other stuff you can do?
Right.
Prepare for your downfall, Lord Amhunt.
Battle game style. Oh god.
Under the delusion you've actually achieved anything.
Wow.
Hello? Drew? Cafe? I'm sorry, Drew. I can't. Noob Master said I should practice.
When? When did Noob Master say that?
Wow.
I can't let Laud beat me. I promise I'll make it up to you and the girls.
I just realized she doesn't have a controller. That's a prop in Gacha. She should have at least like something there, or a keyboard. She should have anything really to work on that.
Please.
That's a monitor. That's not a game console. That is a monitor. Oh my goodness, that's the same issue with My Shimmering Husband, wasn't it?
Oh god, please, no, not My Shimmering Husband, please, God, no.
See, She fell asleep at the mere mention of my shivering husband.
I'm late!
That's literally me during my shivering
Why
husband.
Why do you have an alarm set to a time when you'd be late for it?
Unless it's been ringing non-stop.
I guess. Did she take the drink-stained bag? If so, where is it? Because where's any bag of hers?
Hey,
She's gonna go back and like get it, at least like show it on the screen again. Like a bag.
drama queen. Looks like you need a.
Isn't that meant to be like, hey drama queen, rather than hey drama queen? Like,
Hey girlfriend, how you doing?
hey drama queen. Anyway,
look in the mirror.
Hey, listen!
I don't need to, Mr. Amhot. I already know what I look like. I think
I am not
you
hot.
might want to check yourself. We can't be seen together.
just Lord holds up a mirror. Ah, demon!
Says the one that looks like a panda.
Panda? Well, pandas are cute. So I'm cute, and you're you.
How old
Miss
are they?
Panda.
Little
OMG,
Miss
bro,
Panda.
what happened to you?
Drew,
Oh
think-
god, wait, I have another prediction. I just realized
Oh
something,
god,
okay?
you're telling me there's another remake? Alright, well I guess we'll get to that someday. Go on, what's
But
your prediction?
what if the guy that is teaching her how to play video games is the same guy that she has to battle?
Ooh, that's an interesting idea. That's entirely possible. If so, then he knows all her moves, which is to say, she knows that she has no moves at all.
God, is that coffee for me?
Bro, did you get any sleep last night?
Don't point into your eye, jeez.
Not really. Ugh!
Is
Did
that
you
a new
see
eye dropper? Coffee dropper? When you put coffee in your eyes to be more awake?
Get your eye drops full of coffee. You're piping up of Joey.
Arrogant Laud. He's so annoying. He really called me a panda.
Ro, you might want to take a look in the
Ghost
I
kitties!
was running late earlier.
Oh, you can actually see the reflection. Nice.
Ghost
Yeah.
kitty! That's suspicious!
We'll see it some other day.
So I didn't have time to look in the... Huh?
Ow,
That-
my ears!
That is a shriek. But
It
I
was
also think it's
good.
a stock sound. I don't trust that Kamexri did that.
Mm-hmm.
What was the girl in the background wearing? I didn't see before. It was being blocked.
Mm-hmm.
Just as well she got her makeup products from her non-existent
That
bag.
Laud was right, and I hate him for it.
Okay, did we just miss out the line of "It's so embarrassing, Drew"? Did Kamexri
Right.
forget to record that and just went, "Oh, forget it. I'm gonna post it anyway."
I
Why not
guess
just
so.
cut that out? Why was that still there?
It's okay, Ro. You already fixed it.
I know. Sealers really are a girl's best friend.
A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but concealers are a girl's best friend.
True.
Miss Panda, I think you dropped this.
Ugh, that's not...
Where did he even find that? That is commitment.
I am
Yes.
back.
It's
What did I
objectively-
miss?
Well, he called her a panda earlier, and to double down on the bit, he actually got a
How
stick
do you-
of bamboo from
How do
somewhere.
you? I mean, there are like some kind of restaurants that may have bamboo on display.
Maybe. That's, yeah.
And also,
that's the only place I can think where you would actually get bamboo in a quick and easy time thing.
Also,
Yeah, well,
I have a theory that this guy here is actually the same guy who's teaching her to play video games. And Ghost Kitty said, "I will not confirm QW3, but also will not deny it." So.
Oh, you see it before. Oh, that's what you were saying. You weren't talking about the remake earlier. Got it.
Oh.
You
You
just
must
stole it from a zoo. But, maybe, why not? That
Or
could be
no,
a
no,
zoo
no, no,
next
no,
to
no,
school.
no. I know what happened. He stole it from a Kung Fu Panda cosplayer.
who happened to be walking by. I mean, if weirdly enough, Poe isn't seen around that much bamboo in general.
I know, which is weird.
It's mainly dumplings.
Which I think that's kind of weird.
I mean, I guess considering that Ping already owned a particular type of restaurant, he wouldn't have gone down to source bamboo particularly.
I thought he would probably use like bamboo to fight. I mean,
right.
No, he has during the training with Shifu, with the pots and everything.
Okay, so fair enough.
So
Are you
here's
sure?
what I would do to this guy. I would be like, you know what? Sure. Hands him bamboo, hits him on the head of it. Like, oh, I love bamboo so much. Hits him again. Yeah. I told you. This is how much I love bamboo.
There's an actual anime stock sound effect that is literally called bamboo hit. So
I just start pelting him with the bamboo. It's like, yeah, I love this bamboo. Hey, you want some too? Just hits him in the face. Like, ah, stop hitting me.
I mean, of course, but you know they've got a game to play.
Ah, Mandy, stop saving me! The creator did this so wrong.
Why did it fall in slow motion?
I do not know.
Again, if we're fixing mistakes in this, I mean that didn't have any text in the way. Might as well.
If I were you, I would concede.
Over my... No!
Panda, that was
Okay, so I'm rapidly drawing the conclusion that if a voice actor happened to miss a line, that this was then
right.
that it was just posted anyway, which is bizarre because this didn't. I don't think this would have had a deadline. This is the first time that Same DNA dubbed anything from what I could see from the brief sweep I did of their channel. So I wouldn't have thought people were expecting this necessarily. Just be like, hey, one of the voice actors missed a line. I don't know. Unless it's like the Mutant Go cast, in which case, yeah, some of them do take a long time.
Oh.
But then again, cut out the lines that set them up if otherwise just end up with like, you know, I don't know, just pure silence, which doesn't work if it's not voice acted.
I don't have panda eyes, Mr. Arrogant.
Not anymore. You did in the previous scene.
If you say so, Miss Panda.
You know what? At least pandas are cute.
That's actually what you said earlier.
Ugh! He's so full of himself.
Don't you mean grr?
You really need to win that game, Ro.
You bet I will.
Okay, what is that character in the background talking about? Like, is she talking to an invisible friend, a ghost, or something?
I think she's on the phone. Yeah, exactly. That was a really poorly timed freeze frame on my part.
Aiden,
sorry,
why do you
Drew.
have to ruin my fun?
I promise I'll make it up to you after I win this battle.
That's logic.
When is the battle taking place? I don't think that's. I just realized they didn't arrange a time either. They didn't say what game they were going to play or what time it was going to take place in.
We support you on whatever you do.
You are the best girl besties ever.
Specifically, girl besties.
I badly need your help. Noob Master Shamdam.
Yeah, that's not how you say the line. I was like, I badly need your help, Noob Master Shamdam. That's how you say that. It's got to be one continuous thing. You can't just like pause in the middle.
Okay,
and also, help on what? What does he expect? Help on what? The reason you got contacted. If anything, didn't Noob Master deduce that? But just like before she even said anything. Why is this suddenly like?
Also, just saying, one thing I never really get here is like, why do you have to specify the like username? Like, I really need your help. Insert long username here. Wouldn't it make more sense because you're most likely doing it in DMs? Therefore, you don't need to specify their names in DMs. Like, I don't go, hey Jacob, I really need your help, Jacob Butter.
Yeah, only KW used to do that. You don't do it anymore.
Fine. I need to be a pro player in 2 weeks.
Okay, 2 weeks. There's the.
Okay, isn't that a little bit insane though? Like, even like I'm not the best at video games, but like if I needed to get on the pro level, and I had 2 weeks, I wouldn't be able to do it. How can you?
Well, okay, but what choice does she have? If they've arranged the time off screen, I assume. If they've arranged the time for in 2 weeks and she's already signed up for it, It's not like she can just say, "Oh, I need more prep time." She's not Batman. You don't have infinite prep time for everything.
In 2 weeks?
Oh wait, that's the wrong.
That's the Mario World 2 music.
I know, I realized that. I realized
No. Batman. No. Batman. No.
Do you know what kind of cheese Mario wears?
It sounds more like a Joker do, honestly.
Noob master.
Mario wear, by the way.
There we go. Abbreviation.
See, abbreviation is least.
Why do you need to be a pro player?
I'm getting bullied at school because I'm not good at video games. There's this guy who keeps annoying me. He thinks he's the best gamer in school.
I mean, maybe he is the best gamer in school.
Maybe he is the best gamer in school. You don't even know how to play video games, apparently.
That's why she's here.
Is he?
Well, I think he is.
Do you think you can surpass his skills?
Why do you think I'm here?
Guys, listen to the voice here. It sounds like the same guy.
You're making me blush. JK.
Then again, remember that from her perspective, this could be a generic guy voice that she's imagining in her head. It could be Roxy for all we know.
So, will you?
I'm here to guide you. Getting better at it depends on you.
I promise I will.
Montage, come on. Training montage, let's go.
Miss
Naruto! No, just kidding.
Okay, now the health bar changes. See, this is what I was asking about.
Wait, how do you one-hit KO someone in a fighting game? Most fighting game attacks are there's no fighting game attacks that can one-hit KO you. In
Maybe
fighting
there isn't reckon. There shouldn't be, but yeah.
And also, fighting games don't have a leveling system, so it can't be like an over-leveled player versus an under-leveled player. Everyone has a base HP bar in each attack, and everyone's attacks depending on what attacks. Like you have light attacks, heavy attacks, air attacks, ground attacks. You have like those attacks, but each of those attacks have like general base damage. Maybe some of those attacks do more damage depending on if there's like a system where it's like you could aim for like the head where it'll just like more damage if you do it than on the body, but that would really depend on the fighting game and the fighting system you're using.
There we go. Also, I like the moving hair. It looks nice here compared to when others have tried it, including myself. See, the issue with the moving hair, there's a reason we stopped doing that in the Mutant Girl.
The animation clips back every time you change pose.
Exactly, which also it still happens here, and if anything, because a lot of this is trimmed even further down, it's ever even more noticeable.
How are you one-hit KOing her?
Well, let's count that as multiple attacks. We had multiple sound effects. Let's say he button mashed super quickly.
Oh.
Trying to steal my thunder.
Normally you button mash. It's like you push two buttons at once, and it causes a special attack or like a specialized attack.
Well,
even if you button mash,
it doesn't.
Listen,
if anything, you're saying button mash. If one attack is one particular button input, why would you bother mashing more buttons?
No, well, when you button mash, normally it's a quick flurry of attacks. Like you keep switching attacks to use your button mashing, and you're changing.
Okay, but that was a quick flurry of the same attack with multiple sound effects, which means
but we only saw one movement.
Exactly, it's a quick flurry of the same attack. Therefore, it would be one.
If it was a quick flurry attack, the animation would keep resetting. For example, if there's an uppercut attack and you hit it multiple times, you go ha 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 ha, and you just keep doing that attack, and the animation and the action would keep resetting or quickly changing really fast.
Well,
the animation is just the game pop. It's just the pop that came out of it multiple times. If that's the animation reset, that would technically count.
Well, technically, there are games where they have their character frozen while doing the flurry attacks, and you can't see them doing the flurry attacks, but you know they're doing like a bunch of attacks and everything like that.
But normally there's normally
exactly
when that happens though, it's normally they either use like motion or like they use blur, motion, or like energy, like light projections. Like, for example, if someone's doing a super punch, you may not really see their fist. You may just see like their fist making vague motions, but on the screen you'll have like maybe like these red energy fists just hitting them multiple times over and over again and stuff like that from an animation perspective. I'm just saying, for a gacha game representing a fighting game, you know, I don't think it's doing
a game. I like that.
I don't think it's doing a great representation of a fighting game.
Well, we don't even know like how much of the technical skill they can. They probably try to do that. Honestly, we don't know like how far they can do with their animations. Like so far, it's been great and everything. But yeah,
actually, recycling animation frames is fairly easy to do in gacha. You take the same screenshots, you copy paste, and then you have it, and then it already will naturally be loaded.
Okay, I didn't know that.
Recycling animation frames in this context would actually make a lot of sense, since in fighting games you recycle the same moves. You may have like maybe 6 or 7 animations total, but during a fighting game, each character has like 6 to 7 animations, and like their attacks have certain animations. So in a fighting game, it makes a lot of sense to reuse those animations. They have a walk cycle, a run cycle, a duck, a block. You know, again, so like that's just how on a technical level fighting games work. So it actually would be pretty easy if you wanted to go in and make a bunch of stills of each of the characters' attacks. If you were to study each fighting game and how like the light, heavy attacks, maybe charge attacks, you know, and see like what each attack animation would. And you actually could probably animate each attack animation and just green screen it in each time and just reuse the same animations over and over again. Have a default standing animation and then have an animation where maybe they're attacking a certain way or something like that. Again, I'm being very...
Look at those skirts and hair. That's a white outline of blue and purple object, and it doesn't look nice. It looks nicer when it's on the lighter colors and not the dark gray of the hair.
Fair. I want a rematch.
But I will say one thing about this, speaking of animations, I like the idle sprites because, of course, why would they bother having them move when the people are just typing on the screen?
I won't go easy this time.
Oh, please do not.
Round 1, fight.
Okay, that's getting better.
Round 2, fight.
I love that the character's still smiling.
Here's the thing. Okay, so like I don't like how fast she defeated him, but also the way he one-shot her. Oh, he's button mashing. No, that was a single attack. He one-shot her.
That one was a single attack. I was talking about the one previously.
I have
can't lose to a loser like you.
The way fighting games work is fighting games are drawn out. Each player's damage is about the same. It's all about how you mix and match moves, how you do dodging, error dodging, how you block, crouch, the movement constantly. That's what makes a fighting game competitive. You're both on the playing field. It's ultimately how you combine a relatively same move set. Maybe a character is slightly faster than another character, but for the most part, everyone's equal playing field. Maybe a character may have more heavier attacks.
Something.
Maybe like again, if you're going Smash, Mario is the all-rounder. In the case of Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, SpongeBob's the all-rounder. Like you
could also say that this is more of a comparison to Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, but Smash Bros. I guess counts as well.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure even in Mortal Kombat, like there are all-rounders. There are people who are more ranged attacks. There are people who are more up-close attacks. There are people who are slightly faster. And it's
of course, yeah. Although the question now I have actually, now since you bring that up, is that New Master said before that Miss Gamer should, make her character, which means that means this is a custom character, which probably means that it would be in that maybe there's a chance that there's like some setting where you like put different emphasis points into certain things, potentially, which would be a good addition for a fighter game. Actually, not gonna lie.
I mean, that does happen sometimes. Like in Smash, there's this thing where you could equip badges, where basically the badges may give you a double jump, or they may
not really the same thing.
But yeah, but like with the
what I mean is more like Mario Kart, where you can like if you make your own kart, so you get to see like the acceleration or the chains. I know some of them have to select different ones and they already come pre-made, but yeah.
And plus, honestly, the only way, even if you could customize your stats, the only way you could actually perfectly customize your stats and make you be able to one-hit someone is if you put everything
into one thing. Yes,
but here's the thing,
which might also be the reason that she has no defense points and therefore will be more viable to get one shot.
But here's the thing, but that would also imply but if you put everything in attack, that would make you so frail where you yourself would be one shot.
I literally just said that.
Yeah. I don't know, but again, that's not really a fine game to work. I have beef.
I like that mechanic actually. If that is where this is going, then personally, I enjoy that, and it would be a good lesson to not put all your points to one thing, because otherwise this happens. Unfortunately, the lesson doesn't seem to be taught right now. It's more of, trial by fire, sink or swim. I guess none of these count as health bars. Maybe the health bar takes a while to load. The health that's what it probably is. A health bar takes a while to load with the inputs that are going on.
Who says a pretty girl like me can't fight? Did I just walk over you?
Wow. Kind of cringe, man. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, I hope this is not where the empower women thing comes in.
Yeah, you did.
I can't believe it.
You've improved a lot.
You've improved a lot over the past 2 minutes.
Okay, no, and also, and this is just saying, if you're gonna coach someone on how to play a fighting game, for one, if stats are customizable, it's probably best you have a session with her where you sit down and be like, okay, so here's what each of the stats do, and when you're putting stuff into certain stats, you got to keep in mind that other stats, the more you put in certain stats, the more.
Yeah, I just said that it's a shame that it was not trial by fire.
And then not to mention, you get stuff like talking about certain attacks, like heavy attacks, light attacks, when to dodge, when to not dodge, when to block,
how to dodge particularly as well.
Yeah. But like
me over here who did not do that, just went him straight in the game. That's how I learned.
No, yeah, well, that's how I learned. But like the fact that she's going to this person to teach her, but he's not teaching her. They're just playing a game over and over again until she gets better. I think it would be good if he actually gave her tips and tutored her after each loss or each victory of how she could improve or how her technique and strategy can change, or maybe how she could slightly alter her character's build as a whole to
Definitely.
better utilize the stats she utilizes. For example, if she's more of like she's fast and she likes to attack a lot, but she put a little too much into defense, making her character too slow, then maybe lower the defense a bit. And then so you have a bit more speed.
I mean, we have an example here. She put too much into attack and got one shot a bunch of times.
Yeah. But again, it's one of those things where it's like, it's not really teaching. It's just playing a game with someone over and over again until they get better. I think it would be better if he actually taught her, or we got some good coaching tips.
I mean, I guess
I already mentioned it was a shame there was a trial by fire situation.
I mean, I guess so, but like the way I have played chess is just playing over and over and over again without getting help, because I already know what the pieces do and everything. But I was pretty much still a noob at chess, and then since I got the Yu-Gi-Oh game because Junior convinced me to get it. I told him not to hold anything back, and that's how I've been learning how to play the game, because he and I are battling each other and everything like that, and he hasn't given me the hints or anything like, the only thing he ever did is choosing the cards for me that I prefer, because he's know what kind of cards I like and don't like and what kind of style I use and everything like that. So I mean, I'm not saying you are wrong, Aiden. I'm just saying it probably also just depends how a person plays a game and how they learn. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying
luck out that Ro actually does learn that way. It wasn't a guarantee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but-
should check first, but at
Well,
least
from a teaching perspective, though, I feel like it would have been better if you gave her tips and ways to improve her stuff, and especially that would make a montage more interesting because, like, you see like she starts playing, immediately loses constantly, but then you see a little after thing where he's like, "How will you put more points into defense?" And then
we get to find out more about the game itself.
Yeah, it informs us about the game, but it also informs her. And then, like, if we see her lose but get slightly better, and then we get some more tips, and then she lasts longer, it would ultimately show trial and error over and over again from a gameplay perspective and from a coaching perspective. And that's very important, especially if you need to get better in a short time span. Because normally, yes, I do learn on my own, and I figure out things as I go. But if I give myself a deadline, like I'm saying, okay, I have to get this done in a week, I'm not going to have time to play with trial and error and, like, play around with things until I figure it out, because that could take me a month. So it would be best, and if I'm able to have someone physically be there helping me through it each time, it would really help at the end of the day. You know, especially if I have a strict deadline to get a skill down or to get something done.
So ultimately, the takeaway from what you're both saying is that being put in Rose's same situation, Aiden would not have done so well, but KW, based on her learning style, would have actually improved in a similar fashion.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Which,
I
again,
have
Lee
been
Master did luck out about Ro being that kind of student to begin with, but other than that, at least it's a sound method for certain people.
Yeah, it just depends on the person, honestly, and how they learn.
Is done.
What?
I think you can defeat whoever is bullying you.
See, one session. Oh man, you're so good already. Listen, if it takes one session to be better than the best gamer at someone's school, come on.
I mean, it depends. We don't know if she's better necessarily. She's known that she's better than when she started.
Let me know when you do.
Then again, I just realized as well, if it does turn out to actually be Lord this whole time, we're essentially in a shoe and FC situation.
Yes, basically.
All right.
I'm going off.
Or many other cliche stuff.
Yeah?
I want to say thank you.
No problem.
No!
Yes, problem?
Haha, funny. I'm thinking...
Because, wait, he keeps saying Miss! Who says Miss a lot?
Well, because she gave her name as Miss Gamer.
Yes, but... never
Did he actually type out chokes in the text? Also, why did we switch to narrator? Did we have, like, the text bubbles appear before?
I don't think you'll...
I'm guessing this is a different episode, by the way, from when we started, because the episode breaks are not evident anymore.
I want to see me IRL.
Why not?
I look hideous.
Well, I look hideous too.
I'm a panda.
Oh yeah, you look so hideous. I mean, honestly, like, you're so ugly. Like, come on. You don't look hideous. How dare you?
You know...
I know. I don't know. People have called you handsome, but you don't believe them.
I don't believe them. I'm ugly. But that's beside the point. Like, isn't her whole thing, her...
Hello,
I don't know.
Moving to Canada, yes.
No, it's not safe for you to meet up with someone you don't know.
But I know you.
Yeah, but I don't know you. You could be trying to kidnap me or something. I gotta safeguard myself here. I'm not speaking from your perspective. I'm speaking from mine. I'm protecting my. I'm looking up after number one here.
You know what I mean.
So you really don't want to meet up?
No.
Yeah. No. Of course not.
And mine, and my own safety too.
Aw, you're so sweet. Your girlfriend is so lucky
Oh, here we go. This tactic never gets old.
to have
Also,
you.
by the way, why are you assuming that it's a guy?
Because beforehand, Noob Master assumed that she was a girl, so I guess return the favor.
Oh no! I thought we were breaking down sexism, though. You know. Why are we assuming?
We'll break it down by making them equally as bad as each other.
Why are we assuming? Why are we assuming that a good gamer is a man, huh? Maybe it's just a woman playing as a male fighter, you know?
Which is why I said it could
Oh
be
my
Roxy
god,
earlier
that's
as a
literally
joke,
my
but
mom.
yeah.
Every time she plays like fantasy games, she will play as male characters. And I'm like, why do you do-? She's like, because I don't like the female characters. And I'm just like, okay.
Which is fine. A lot of guys do the opposite. They play as girls because they like those designs better.
Yep, like spell
Anyway.
cult.
Yeah. Wait, you have a girlfriend. I guess. We never talked about your personal life.
You have
Yeah.
a girlfriend. That's why you don't want to meet up.
Yes, that's
What?
the only person not to meet a stranger that you've known for 2 days in real life because you're in a relationship. Obviously.
Aren't you like a child?
10
by
out
the
of 10
way?
logic here.
Isn't she like a child? Why are you talking about?
As far as we're concerned, Noob Master could also be a child. An even younger one at that.
No, I've been single since birth.
8 years ago.
I don't believe you.
Why would I lie to you?
Yeah, and why would you think that? You don't know anything about me, other than like play games.
I think you should hit the sack, Miss Gamer.
This has the same energy as Bond telling KW to go to sleep, and for the same
No,
reason.
don't!
And you should too.
Good night.
Good night.
Why are you still online?
Because it's only been 5 seconds! What is wrong with you? It's like been 5 seconds, it's been 2 seconds! Like, what? She was typing back to you! Why are you still online? You're checking your phone? Good grief, they're all as bad as each other, like I said. You know, man or woman, you have the right to be an idiot. Anyway.
Why are you still online?
Stop flirting with me.
Oh.
That's guy energy right there, assuming that one random thing is flirting.
Oh my god.
I guess when this is wrong, there's no remake of this. Also found the video by Same DNA that I remember enjoying in the past. It's called If I Were a Bully. If I were a bully, even just for a day, I beat up all of the nerds who walk in front and get in my way.
I am not.
So, meet you tomorrow, same time?
Odor?
Same time, same place, 5 years later.
If that's what you call it.
Let me check my schedule first.
Rejected on the first try.
Okay, now who's flirting? And she goes to bed blushing. And squealing. Alright then. It's gonna be a shock. Whoever it is, regardless of you know, who's right, it's gonna be a shock regardless. Imagine if it was Drew. Drew's just messing with her the whole time.
Not really.
Bro, you seem distracted lately.
I have a challenge that I need to beat in 2 weeks. I get to become pro gamer in 2 weeks, okay? I'm a little bit stressed.
Is there something you're not telling me?
Is there something you wish to tell me? Yes, that Adrian and Marinette are in the background right now.
Oh my god! No! Bring it back! Why are they here?
Remember how I said this channel started out by doing miraculous And you know what? It's actually accurate. Marinette's smitten and pursuing him across the
Wait,
city.
I need to see these designs. Show me these designs.
I guess that also does that also mean that they're in Paris? That does track based on the designer bags. I tell you, I've been to Parisian shops twice, and yeah, sometimes the prices do get like that.
Are you okay?
Not
Oh, okay, that guy appeared out of nowhere.
really.
Bro, you seem distracted lately. Is there something you're
I
not
was training for a competition.
Here we go. Here comes
telling
Adrian.
me?
And there's Marinette. There's not really a clear shot of either of them. They look fairly similar to the Disco Pops versions.
Oh
Like,
no,
yeah,
actually
it
they
can't
look
be fully
way
Minus the
better.
expressions.
They actually honestly looks way better than the Disco Pops.
Fair enough. The age
What is
appropriate,
it?
at least.
I think I'm in love.
Oh my god! You have
In
one
love?
gaming session with a boy, and then it's
Two.
like, I'm in love. Okay, two. You have 2 gaming sessions with a boy. Which, by the way, you didn't even know he was a boy. He could have been a girl for all you knew. You didn't know that.
This is true. Yeah, he could have had a girlfriend as well. I will say that's not. This isn't like unheard of. Remember how I said at one point that I once confessed my feelings to a girl, then went to date her best friend a few days later?
Jacob,
Yeah, it
we
was a
all know
similar
you're,
situation to this.
You know what? Listen, okay. Like, look, I'm just saying. Just saying, man. Just like, why are you in love? Why is romance necessary in the story? I thought this story was all
We're
about.
not talking about me anymore. Okay, never mind. You're talking about her.
Why
It's
is
like,
romance?
why are you in love? Why do you date people? How dare you?
Why do you date people? Oh, girl. Anyways, no, I got a question though. Why is this story about romance now? General question. What I
It's
thought
not
this story
about romance necessarily. Romance is a part of it, but it hasn't made the shift to being just about romance yet.
Why is romance necessary in this story? Like, honestly, I kind of wish romance was out of it because I thought this story was all about, like, the whole girl power. Girls could do anything boys could do. Girls could play video games. I thought that was the story.
Girls
and the
could fall
idea.
in love.
Yeah, but why is video game? And also, why are you falling in love with a sexist?
I mean, Noob Master only said that because you said OMG. That was like, we exaggerated it because of what happened with Lord earlier.
No, I'm just saying I think it was. No, I'm saying I think the bully character is.
Which, okay, but she doesn't know that. I mean, as from her perspective, she's not fallen in love with a sexist. He's shown no signs so far of sexism from the Noob Master persona.
Yeah. But we all know he's a sexist.
Okay, yes, again, dramatic irony. We know that. Anyways.
Promise you won't laugh at me. No.
Is that car driving itself?
Is it? Well, it's one of Elon Musk's self-driving cars. Okay, listen.
Okay, but those ones normally have like an occupant inside them, right? That's the problem with top-down vehicles, is that you need to have an actual visible passenger.
No way.
But you barely even go anywhere. You've been so busy with school and being online when you play games with...
She's gonna realize, there we go.
You're in love with Noob Master?
I know. How could I be in love with someone?
Oh, there she is again.
I haven't even...
I guess, you know what? My headcanon Marinette made a fool out of herself in some way in front of Adrian. Now she's running out of embarrassment.
Seen yet.
She was chasing him. Of course, she made a fool out of herself in front of him.
Oh, yeah.
Do you think you should stop playing with him? Well, we could watch a movie after school if you want.
Why?
I mean, taking a day off would be nice, in all fairness.
Well, yeah, but you only had 2 weeks to learn how to play a video game, so.
That is true, but yeah. I will say from the past few years of 2-month-long stress about Mutant Girl remakes, yeah, taking breaks can sometimes be very important, especially when it's like every waking hour is the same thing.
I guess you're right. Maybe I just need a diversion.
Yeah, again, I personally can't condemn that because I'm guilty of doing the exact same thing.
You were a child.
I was 17.
Okay, that's less childish than I thought.
Oh wait, Cat Noir's there. Wait, how did Cat Noir get down there? Did he like jump over the building? We just didn't see him. But
well, rewind. Let's see what happens. Rewind. Let's see.
All right.
Noob Master? I know. How could I be in love with someone I haven't even seen yet?
Yeah.
Do you think you should stop playing with him? Well, we could watch a movie after school if you want.
I also want to know what that person's doing. That's the same person did for like Julia sneaking up on Morwenna in episode 1. But again, that was when it was much slower. It's like dun, 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 dun.
I guess you're right. Maybe I just need a...
Okay, yeah, so he does end up emerging from the other side. I mean, I guess it's possible that he went round as a distraction, as Adrian. He ended up here. The camera's there. He went like behind it or something. Maybe.
Diversion.
Well, the diversion's right behind it. That there's a superhero being chased by a moving vehicle. That's a diversion if I've ever seen one.
Our queen is back.
How are you?
Okay, here's where the reveal happens.
It's been 3 days since we last talked.
3 days? That's a long diversion. Although, by the way, this is an interesting role reversal from her spamming him at the start, and now he's spamming her, which I guess means they're warming up. They're warming up to each other, and becoming more. They have more synergy.
I miss you.
See? See?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay,
man,
bro. Here's a few questions to test you. What's his real name? What's his age? 52. What's his or 8? His age is 8. What's his favorite
God.
What is your favorite color? Blue. No. Anyway. Okay, this is I love the way that the least text are visualized. You can't do that in text story, can you?
New master.
Maybe they're right. I'll forget him eventually.
Okay.
But why do you need to? You can still play games with the guy. You don't necessarily. It's like, oh, I guess I've caught feelings. Time to distance myself entirely. Oh, okay. Here we go. By the way, we're only like halfway through this series, so I thought I guess given the 2-week time frame, I thought more stuff would have happened in between. But maybe not. I wonder what the rest of the show is about. If this is the middle point and not the climax.
This is it, Ro. We know you'll win this game.
Lod,
Huh?
are you ready?
I know as a blue room and Bro's a pink room. I tend to make a stereotype comment, but
Hey, Panda.
didn't even react. What was that?
Do you really want to do this?
Trust me, I crossed the threshold a long time ago. I am past the point of no return. This needs to happen, not gonna lie. I don't even care about the $10,000 anymore. I bought a new bag last week. I just want to play this game. I put too much effort in. How about the two girls in the background are just like locked in the excited squeals? No wonder they get called shriekers. Oh, I guess her character's been recustomized. I get, maybe she did learn something in the meantime, or just start playing around with the fashion accessories. That works too.
Round 1, fight. Round 2.
Okay, too quick, but I do like the fact that she does start on the defense.
Fight.
Naruto run. Okay.
I will bring justice to my father, and you meddling child can't stop me.
I wonder for customized characters whether you pick your own voiced lines, and just create the backstory based on some random stock audio from the voice actors from the game.
You mess with my castle, you get my battle!
The other clever thing to do would have been to cast different people as the game characters because they're not actually speaking as themselves.
Fight.
Right.
There's a dodge.
KO.
Don't be so hard on yourself. You've reached the limits of your puny powers.
The lines are generic enough, in all fairness.
Ha!
Oh.
Not bad, Panda.
Why does that music swell there and immediately stop? Why did it fade out I mean, I'm glad it faded and didn't just abruptly end. That part I've been saying for years on Gacha Review, but what? Why was it worth having that at the end of the? Shouldn't that have been the soundtrack for the actual game?
Here's your 10 grand.
You did come prepared.
Wait, you're not getting the money?
It was never about the money. I just know it was all about the pride.
Let's go.
What a waste!
Admittedly, yes, but then again, they're both the rich kids.
OMG, Ro! I can't believe you're that good at Reckon!
And I can believe why that was on screen for so long before we got the last point. Just cut out the part like at the end because the panning shot was still going on, but you can have talking over the panning shots if that's necessary for how the to not have a jump cut when you're cutting the lines down.
It's all thanks to
Noob Master?
Yeah, the guy you've been ignoring for 3 plus a few days. How dare you?
Let's go shopping.
Yeah, so you just still got that 10 grand.
Oh my god, of course.
That's one bag plus one other item in the stores we shop at, I suppose.
Roxy, where are you?
What?
Sorry, Lord, but I don't think I can make it to the tournament.
Okay, so as an idea, I know that you're trying to convey that she's sick, and therefore
why is she wearing a mask indoors?
Yeah, why is she wearing a mask indoors?
She's not
and also
around
coughing,
people.
also coughing into the mask. Like, that's not the best idea at all. So yeah, but I guess now, obviously, who's gonna replace Roxy? Oh,
Also,
I
kind of wish the idea that he was in a tournament came up before this. Like, you know what would have been great? It did? Oh.
Yeah, in episode 1, they mentioned, let's focus on the tournament. This was like a detour for them.
What?
You should find a replacement for me. I'm sorry, Lord. I wish I could make it.
It's okay, Roxy. Get some rest.
Now, normally I would complain about Roxy not sounding that sick, but then again, people do sometimes sound normal when they are sick. So
yeah,
give a bit of leeway.
Just say like they're just more tired or something.
Yeah, I just realized these 3 all have the same ripped jeans, but you can't tell when the narrator's in the way.
How can we find a replacement in such a short amount of time?
You ask somebody. Easy.
Aren't you all gamers, or is this like a competition with all 4 of you?
Well, all 4 of them are gamers, but they need to find somebody who's on a comparable level to them. And as far as I know, there's only one person they know who is going to be on a comparable level. KW's on with me with this one.
Yeah, no, it's kind of obvious. Why would you include this in the movie? Also, I wouldn't, if they asked me, hey, can you join me in this competition? I would say no, because you suck. I mean, if Noob Master asked, that's one thing, but like, if I knew I was competing with the guys, yeah, I'd be like, no, you guys suck.
Yeah.
I don't.
Still no response?
Either that or she's going to like make them beg or something. It's like, well, look who needs dumb little me's help. I thought I was too dumb to play video games or blah, 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 that kind of thing. He's like, all right, what will it be? You want the 8,000 for your bag? There's the deal. You know what? Just because I'm so nice, I will accept your bargaining request. Something to that effect.
I don't know if you'll read this in time, but I badly need your help.
Well, if that doesn't give it away, I don't know what will.
Please answer me.
I wonder if he misses me.
to the text, I miss you. Deliver that message for you. Also, why do you say Ro POV? She's the main character. Of course, it's Ro POV.
Huh? She's online. Hey, it's been a while. What happened to you?
Where have you been?
Hi. Sorry, I was busy. Wait, you said you need my help? With what?
How is she typing with a phone like that? Why is she typing that way? She's gonna like drop it on her eye or something, like the coffee from earlier.
Are you familiar with the Reckon tournament?
Not really.
I need another player to join the tournament. Would you like to join us?
Me? I don't think I'm good enough.
Stop saying that. You defeated me, remember?
I know you were just being easy on me.
Of course not.
I verbally clarified I was not holding back. I can't possibly be lying. Why would I lie to you, was my line from earlier.
Please? I'm asking as a friend. It's fine if you don't want to.
Isn't the tournament gonna be held at the same convention center?
If you're not familiar with the tournament, how do you know where it's held?
Yes, I thought you knew nothing about it.
Yes, so did I. Noob Master would be excellent at Gacha review.
Well, I heard a bit about it from that arrogant bully at school.
So...
Does this mean we'll see each other in real life?
It's you who's out, Gobby. Out of your mind.
If I could avoid it, I would. But I guess, yeah, we are. Wait, does that mean you're joining?
Do I have a choice?
Yes? I hope you have a choice, jeez.
Thank you.
Where should we meet?
At the tournament?
Wait, if you meet
Where
at tournament, she's gonna kill him. Be like, oh, hey, wait, you're that bully jerk.
Also, we're going into like Final Fantasy now rules where you can actually like roam around this free area.
Ninja rat.
Fighting games, you can't normally roam around a certain area.
Yeah, that's why I specified that one.
This ain't Final Fantasy. This ain't an open world RPG.
Apparently it also is that.
That's not how it works. This person doesn't know how to do video games. God.
I mean, as a combination idea, having maybe it's like having a menu where it's, you know, you go into like different places, like you've got the open world, you've got the battle royale potentially, maybe the story mode. Again, this game actually could be an interesting combination if you knew more about it.
I mean, I don't mind the fact that they're trying to combine stuff. I just feel like the stuff they're trying to combine, they don't know enough about, and they don't go in detail about the game.
Yeah, it does come out of nowhere. Because as long as we'd seen like a menu screen or something like I described there, then it wouldn't have come out of left field.
What? Back for more? Are you that excited to lose to me?
I'm not giving you a chance this time.
I guess you can attack each other in the open world as well. Definitely not in a safe zone.
You really think your amateur magic can stop me?
You dare use my own spells against me?
Yes.
That's right. I'm the Half-Blood Prince.
You're persistent, I suppose. I'll give you that. I'll make this quick. Don't worry. Now, prepare to suffer, tiny blue girl.
Do you expect me to come all this way just to humiliate my family?
Well, I didn't expect you to shrink down because you were at the front. Or is this like, oh, it's a multiple perspective, so they're both on a diagonal plane? That's an interesting idea for this, because that means that both of their respective hitboxes are smaller for each other. And it means that they're more likely to dodge attack. Oh, okay. I feel like Same Day is accidentally creating a really fun and unique fighting game, but out of ignorance.
I thought ninjas were supposed to be smart.
Well, ninjas are meant to be stealthy, not really smart. I wouldn't
So this is what you've been doing while in hiding?
I'd say both.
How unfortunate. It'll be a waste.
Oh, no, back to the normal version. Okay.
How pathetic. You're just...
Not so fast! This battle isn't over until I say it is!
More like until the menu screen says it is.
Absolute Thunder Launch!
Okay, again, can we actually get a bit of projection on that line? If you're gonna yell an attack, actually yell the attack. Imagine that in Dragon Ball Z. Kamehameha! Like, it's not the same. It just isn't.
K.O.
Is that a different voice?
Wow! I thought I'd never beat that level. I really stayed up all night just to play this.
Wait, was that supposed to be? Was that like the in-game cutscene? Was that not an open world? Was it in-game cut?
Maybe end-game. I don't know. It's not well communicated.
Line?
Hey, am I late?
Why are you still online? Get to bed!
For what?
I thought we were dating.
Why would you think that?
We never said that. When did that thing? What?
That came out of left field.
I'm back. What happened?
Odor.
Apparently they're the new master thought they were dating.
So, you're practicing?
Kinda? Why? Do you want to have a battle with me?
It seems like you've been playing for hours.
I hacked into your Steam account, so I know your time.
Oh my god.
Why would that be public information? Oh hey, Yanessa's back. Welcome again.
What I want you to do is rest.
How did you know I've been playing for hours?
I told you I hacked into your Steam account.
Were you following me?
I wasn't.
Hides the binoculars and like jumps from the window.
You liar.
Okay, you got me.
What? You have been stalking her? Oh god.
You just hear a sneeze from from behind her.
I was online too, but I turned my status off so I wouldn't get disturbed while I practice.
Wow, that's so rude of you.
Not really.
What? No, I wasn't talking about you. I mean, the others who want to ask for my help. I could play with you all night long if you wanted me to.
Out of all of my students that I have taught, you are by far the most dateable out of all of them.
The rest are just a bunch of degenerate men.
There's men in general, but you sounded like a girl from the start, and I knew from that moment that we were meant to be.
Although, I mean, that is kind of gross stating your teacher as an idea. Like, listen, okay? I know a lot of guys have this weird fantasy about, ooh, I'm dating my teacher. And I mean, probably some girls do too. I don't know. I know it's prominently a male fantasy to date your teacher, but it's like, oh, that's weird. It's weird.
I can only think of one example where it was portrayed that the two men were in a teacher-student relationship, but I don't think you want to know where it was from.
I don't know. That sounds traumatizing.
It certainly was. It was from a particular episode of a particular Gacha series, and it was the most traumatizing episode of the lot.
Oh, Taming the Bad Boy.
I was trying not to say it because KW's here, but yes, Taming the Bad Boy.
Well, listen, that was episode 12, and I literally saw a adult scene. On
Yes,
YouTube.
I know you saw it, therefore you would have realized what it was. That's why That's why.
You know what would have been funny though if you I forget who was in the Gacha review for you. If you just like made the screen all black and just heard the sounds of you reacting to that one scene.
Yeah, I think the only reason that I didn't do that is because the video was already going on for so long. But
like,
yeah.
I think that would have been hilarious to see you go, oh my god, no!
It would have been, definitely.
Well, I'm actually gonna go ahead and head off, guys. I have work early, like at 7 a.m. in the morning, and I want to go eat something and rest before I have
No,
to
you're not allowed to leave. I will shackle you to your desk.
I'm sorry, Aiden.
You have to be producing videos right now, all night.
Hey! Book Talk is coming out tomorrow, so
more videos, and also you got to prepare for live streams. Do it.
I'll live stream on Friday. That's a promise.
Okay.
I just make you have a mental breakdown. Like, I can't do it.
I can't do it. Anyways, peace. Bye. KW out.
Bye.
Still there? Hey, please don't be mad at me.
Why would I be mad at you?
So I won't stand you up tomorrow?
No, it's not that.
I mean, it's also that, in addition, but yes.
I'd die if you get mad at me.
Okay, this is where it borders on manipulative language. This is where, like, if someone says that, then that's not a good sign. I mean, it's probably meant poetically, but people take that literally online.
I'd end myself if you left me. Like, okay, you do that. I'm gonna go over the corner and cry. Not cry.
Why is it so hot here?
Gamers are weird at flirting.
Don't be so rude.
Good night,
Not
new
rude, it's an
master.
observation.
Hope you won't run away when you see me tomorrow.
I would never.
Watch it. What should be Lord? They both run away.
Lies.
Although I guess that does mean that. None of the other the other two, if it is Lord who is Noob Master, then it means the other two didn't bother looking for a replacement, or they just didn't run any replacements by Lord, who's the leader of the group specifically.
Yeah.
That feels kind of strange to do, especially considering the tournament apparently is tomorrow.
Good night.
Here, Noob Master, I got a gift for you. All right, we're doing this. I've got a gift as well. Where is it? Here it is. I actually found a better clip of that. I'm gonna switch those around. Just need to edit it.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nice
I just
gamer.
look okay. I just don't like how this story became a romance story. Listen.
I mean, I guess with the wager sort of concluded, we don't really.
But the wager should have been the whole story. The whole story should have been she gets in a wager with a guy over video games. Then she has to prove herself and be like, I could do this. So then she gets a coach, and it slowly gets better over the course of the story. Then the climax is she's battling this guy who's super rude. And then after she beats this guy ultimately apologizes and realizes that he underestimated her because she was a girl. Even though he never should have did that, and that was wrong, and he apologizes profusely. And then they part ways, him becoming a better person, and she realizing her own strength and skill level that she could do anything if she puts her mind to it. But then it became, she gets in a wager, then she does like training technically over a few days, but it looked like, it really was, it didn't feel like a few days the way it was presented. It felt more like a scene or two. It only was a scene. The training is pretty much skipped over. Then she like does the thing, loses, and then she's around this time she's also falling in love with Noob Master, who's her trainer, and it turns out Noob Master is a bully guy, and then the bully guy bully guy needs her for a competition, and then she ends up meeting him, and then they end up falling in love after fighting and realize they love each other the whole time. Again, I feel like if you wanted to go for like a woman empowerment story, which the marketing did, you failed at it because instead of doing a full-on woman empowerment story, you turned it into a sappy romance.
I don't see why you can't have both, though.
I mean, you can have romance, but the fact that the focus feels like it's a sappy romance. Now, that's the main focus. The focus isn't woman empowerment with a side of romance. It's romance with sprinkles in of woman empowerment. You know, the point isn't the woman empowerment anymore. The main point is the romance. The woman empowerment is a side dish. It's basically being like, guys, trust me, this story is totally here to support women. Guys, we're empowering women with the story, and
I guess the
it's just
description technically didn't say that was the main focus of the story. It just said that it contains that. Maybe we just kind of like overhyped it to ourselves.
But why mention it contains that? I mean,
Why not mention it contains that?
Well, most stories nowadays have forms of woman empowerment in it. Pretty much every story has some form of strong woman character, you know? So does every story need to be like, oh, this story also empowers women? Oh, this story also gives...
No, but you can choose to say that if you want to, if it does contain that. There's no reason you don't.
Yeah, but it feels like instead of being wholeheartedly wanting to empower women, it's more like, say, using that to draw people in, but not delivering that aspect.
Of course, the issue that you fall into there is that is using that within the description, which means that by this point you already would have had to have people click on the actual episodes in question or the dubbed version again, which but based on the title and thumbnail, which means that the marketing to like bring in click through is not is not in the right place if that was the mission statement. You know what was? Taming the Bad Boy had gay love story right in the title, and it worked.
I don't know. It feels weird that was highlighted in the very beginning, and I feel like it ultimately failed at delivering that kind of story. And honestly, for this kind of story, I really wish the romance angle wasn't in here or wasn't as pronounced. You know? Because I feel like we didn't get enough of the story of a girl learning how to be a gamer and putting her mind to something and doing it and then beating the guys, proving how she's so much better or something like that, than them. I wish it was more of that story that the story was setting up versus what we got here, where the story was set up like that, but then it turned into just a romance story, again, romance can exist. I feel like Buffy, for example, if we're talking about a story that has a lot of woman empowerment stuff, works. There is romance, but it never feels like the whole woman empowerment angle ends up being overshadowed by the romance purely. It never feels like romance is the only thing to it, It's just one of the things.
I do know, yeah.
It's just from a writing perspective, it's you can have romance and empowerment kind of stuff in a story without one overshadowing the other. But at this point, it just feels like if you wanted to go for that angle, you're overshadowing the empowerment and just being well, I did the bare minimum. Just being
you mentioned that. You
Yes.
mentioned that that you thought that the tournament should have been the ending point, and I too was surprised by that based on how it developed. When I started watching this, the original version, I thought the opposite. I thought it was going to be just the conflict of the first episode, and there was going to be something else. I didn't think she was going to win. I'm glad she didn't win. I thought it was going to be a case of Lord pulling a Technoblade and going, "If you wish to defeat me, train for the 500 years," and then she actually does do that. Maybe challenges him to a rematch, or maybe just essentially realizes that she actually likes the game and hang out with Noob Master, and that carries on. I guess it's sort of it went too much in the middle, where it seemed like it was going in one direction, but then it's sort of then it anchored you away from that. If that's done in one episode, then that's usually where that kind of twist goes in. It's you think you're into one sort of thing. It's oh, this is actually the direction of the show, and then you stay around for the rest of it. But then if it happens too far towards the middle of things, that's when people start to feel betrayed, like they've been sold on a lie. I guess if we had watched this just based on the episodes alone and not the dubbed version, we probably would have felt that a lot more. But even now, we're still feeling it.
But here's
it's clear that was an issue.
Here's what I'm gonna say though. Imagine in say Running With You, I set it up like this. Episode 1, Jackson wants to join the track team. He tries out for a track team, but the coach says, "Hey, if you get better by this day, you got to get better by this day, or you're not going to be able to make the team. So you got to do some training." And then next episode, it's all about training. It's just a single scene, whatever. And then at the end of the episode, he runs the track team and gets on the team. And he also meets a rival in the episode. And then he gets on the team. But then episode 3 literally just shifts focus. And then it's oh, he's in love with his rival. And then
I know
episode 4, 5.
I'm saying that's what I was saying before, Aiden. That it existed that if you do that in the middle, people will feel betrayed because the show's not going the same direction. You could also say that Lily Trescott had the exact same issue with the abused child story, where I mentioned that it could have ended in 3 episodes. It went on for 12. That one, it seemed that was more likely because nothing was planned about that, but it still suffers from the same thing. But if you've done that in episode 1, where it turns out you think that's just the main start, and then people realize, okay, he's actually in love with his rival, or he's all the focus shifts to the stuff about Oliver, then people will watch the rest of the show knowing what they're in for, knowing that they've been surprised by something in the first episode, and therefore they're hooked on where the surprise is going to take them.
Yeah,
that would be the different way to do it. It's the case of one or the other. Usually middle of the road ends up being the balance of things, but in this case it actually isn't.
But here's the thing, the way the story is set up, I forget what it's called, the initial event.
Oh, the inciting incident.
The inciting incident is him challenging her to a competition. That's the inciting incident. And that inciting incident should determine the whole story, but it feels like it doesn't work as well because, like,
Actually,
if
something I
the
learned at
incite-
university. Something I learned at university, actually. Normally you have 2 different inciting incidents, but there's for something that is serialized. You have the inciting incident for the episode in question, but in episode 1, you also have at the end of that episode the inciting incident for the rest of the season. That's when it could have carried on to something else if it had been placed there, but it wasn't.
Because the way series normally work is, especially serialized series, episode 1 establishes where the story is going to go. For example, Supernatural season 1, by the end of the first episode, Sam's girlfriend got murdered by the same creature that murdered their mother. And now Sam and Dean decide to go on a road trip together to hunt this monster down and find their dad. That's how episode 1 or the pilot ends. And then they drive
This is why
off.
I say the first episode is on where if you want to apply a twist or a deviation in the story, that's where to do it, because then people are duped going forward. We're saying the same things, essentially.
Yeah. Because by the end of episode 1, you know the direction the series is going to go. You got the goals. You know where you're going to go. Maybe there's twists and turns along the way, but that core focus is still there. And as long as you don't lose that core focus at any point, you're golden. But now it feels like the core focus has been lost. You know.
It feels like a second season, almost.
Yeah. I mean, if it was a second season, I think that would work a lot better. If season 1's climax was her losing to the competition, but him ultimately becoming a better person and dropping it and being like, you know what, you don't have to give him money, it's fine. And then maybe that hints at future romance between them, because maybe he's secretly Noob Master and we don't know. Maybe in the future something will happen between them, but we don't know. Ooh. And then season 2's, and then this is season 2's plot where basically Noob Master and her get even closer. But then when the competition comes up, he needs someone. And so then he thinks to ask her, but he doesn't want her to hate him because he knows deep down he's going to hate him if she knows the truth about him. But he wants to. So maybe at school he tries to prove to be a better person, maybe complimenting her, but she always takes it as an insult, like, oh, hey, I like your bag today. It's like, oh, are you insulting my bag? It's like, no, I like your bag, and then he leaves. You know, like maybe him IRL tries to be nicer to her, and she's confused, like, is he trying to make fun of me? You know, and Noob Master keeps getting close of her, hoping one day when the reveal happens, she'll realize that he's a nice guy and she wants and he really does care about her. And then, you know, it ends with a competition, the reveal, and then will she stay with him? Oh, and bam. I feel like that would be a better narrative structure.
Yeah. Or, like I said before, if it ends up with a deviation in the first episode. Again, one or the other version, that's how it works. If you do it in the middle, it's wrong. But just going back to the same thing I said before, because I was trying to summarize what we had said previously, and now we repeat it again.
See you in my dreams.
Cringe.
That was cringe, but again, can't berate that because I'm guilty of that myself.
You are cringe, Jacob.
I know, Drew.
I know, and I relish it. And fortunately, now the people that I've dated also have relished that, otherwise I wouldn't have got very far.
I'm bringing my driver with me. I won't meet Noob Master by myself.
Imagine if the driver was Noob Master. The most unsatisfying twist of all time.
Oh my god.
Let's see who Noob Master really is. Who's that? Oh, that's my driver. Oh, okay. Old man driver. No, it doesn't feel right. Don't.
God, just saying. Can we do a Mutant Girl episode where it's a Scooby-Doo parody? Oh my god, Halloween special idea. Morwenna and friends go into a haunted house, but turns out there's allegedly a real ghost. So they chase around, and then Morwenna ultimately makes a trap, and then it's revealed it's, I don't know, some other character in the episode. Oh my god. And like, oh, and you know who could be Velma? Morwenna.
I guess.
I mean, technically should also make a good Daphne. But you know,
honestly, I think you know, if we want to be really mean spirited, Agatha would be Velma because she can't see.
Oh my god! No, that's horrible. Plus, Agatha's technically a redhead, so you know what?
I mean, yes, visually she looks more like Daphne. Like, yeah, not that she knows that, but yeah.
Oh my god, no, I want to write that now. Halloween special for next year, Jacob. Oh my god, we're doing it.
We've already. It took 3 years to get the Christmas
I
special.
don't care. I love Scooby-Doo. I want to do a Scooby-Doo parody.
We could just do a Scooby-Doo parody and not have it be the Halloween special.
Okay, it doesn't have to be a Halloween special, but it can be a special. Okay. Oh my god. The Scooby-Doo special. Oh my god. Ah! Yes! Oh my god. Listen, I love Scooby-Doo.
I know you do. I'm very aware of that.
Also, imagine how cute Morwenna would look as Velma, though. She'd look adorable.
Essentially, yeah. Who would Raina become then? Fred.
I mean,
Fred.
that's fair. You know, Raina's Fred.
All right then.
Julius is Shaggy.
They just anyway. You know what? Hello, Gacha therapist? Yeah, it's me again. I got you more clients. You think you can take them? Odin with another alpha bad boy again. Oh yeah, I can call you back. Alpha bad boys need more therapy. That's very true.
Oh my god. They all need therapy.
Right. I was about to say, what if Agatha was Velma?
Oh my god. I feel like that'd be too mean-spirited. Like, I can't see without my glasses. Like, oh my god. Or I can't see in general.
Where's my glasses? Puts them on. And nothing changed. I don't know why I thought of anything. Nothing has changed. Wait, actually, yeah. Actually, you know what would be adorable if Judas like lent her his glasses just for that alone. Or maybe he lent.
What if Julius was Velma? What if Julius was Velma? Julius falls down. Oh no, I can't see without my glasses. Yeah. Julius becomes blind.
I mean, I guess Raina does also technically need glasses. She just has contacts now. Oh, I know, yeah, because we fixed that, yeah.
Yeah, her eyesight's fixed. She canonically doesn't use glasses anymore.
Yeah, I was thinking season 1. I didn't like us getting still on the hole with the Gacha therapist. You're the alpha bad boy, are you? Okay. Anyway.
As much as I want to see him, I feel like I still can't let my guard down. I'll take care of myself. You don't have to worry. Bye!
What? Again, the sinking has failed this time.
Oh, the door opened. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, and it has a sliding door as well.
Ooh, back.
Oh, this one doesn't get full with water. Oh, look, she puts on glasses. There we go.
You know, I put those glasses on for Empress's scene in the Christmas special. Like, I gave her those sunglasses. It's nice. Plus, it's technically a season 1 reference.
It does, yeah, it does match her OG style. It is a little bit of a coincidence. She happens to have glasses that are like the sunglasses that are the same shape as her other ones, but whatever.
Yeah, you know.
Please don't be me, Lester.
I mean, he's gone now.
Am I late? Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, his sleeves and jacket are different colors.
Ah. Oh, yeah, they are.
I have beef now.
Also, what? It was him?
Also, by the way, I love those eyes. I use those eyes in some of my Gacha Club scenes in general because, like, they're so funny. They're like little curvy eyes. They're like, what? Just get over it and kiss.
No, you can't be FC. Anyone but you.
Oh, I love that scene, though. That scene was awesome. I love that scene. That scene's like... I mean, like, you know, Garth and Lawrence were mean to her because they were being dumb. And then, like, the whole Aaron thing earlier in the day, even though she did try to help him.
He was being mean to her for on several more occasions than Garth and Lawrence were.
Yeah, and it's just everything.
That day.
You know, and I'm pretty sure her friends weren't available. I forget.
Yes, that was also a thing. Yeah,
everyone had something else
going on. No one had time for her.
She was alone, and then she went to the music room with the last person she could trust. He sat there and cried, and then it was revealed, oh my god, it's FC. And then a door opened. It turns out it was Aaron, the person she thought she hated, and she didn't know. She felt alone, and she started running away, crying. He grabbed her arm, and they just decided to talk.
I guess that also kind of mirrors my favorite episode of My Streets as well. Because in What Do You Know About Me, Part 2, the same thing happens. So it's even larger betrayal on like a lot of other people's fronts, and as she doesn't get to turn to a lot of other people at that particular moment because there's no time. So yeah, good old FC comes to the rescue again. Doesn't even have to meet her this time; just has to like fall asleep with her, and that was it.
Oh god!
Now that I think about it, yeah, that's actually a very nice mirror. Again, every time I watch that episode, I find something new about it. So next time I put it on, I'll be thinking about that comparison. And yes, her name is Row Your Boat. That is exactly. I don't know if you were there when we said that before, but yes, her name is her colloquial name is Row Your Boat. And yes, gently through the void. And she is playing the COVID card as well, apparently.
What COVID card?
The one where she says you shouldn't go out if you have symptoms.
Oh, you shouldn't go out when you have symptoms.
Hey, I'm not sick. Maybe.
I mean, I guess you might have got that from Roxy before she withdrew.
Maybe I have allergies, or I choked on food. Don't just assume. Hey.
Wow.
I'm not a virus.
What? It's better to be safe than sorry.
Ha ha ha. You're so annoying.
You're even worse.
Oh my god.
You're both terrible.
Why are you not being nice? Okay, like just saying, I feel like you should be a lot nicer to her because like she doesn't know that he is that guy. But I mean, they're both not. They're also not both trying to be nice to each other, and I don't get why. Like, come on.
I mean, you would think they would have put it together by now, but there's a good chance where there's going to say something like, "I'm waiting for someone right now." Well, guess what? So am I. So I'm not going to either. Well, I need to meet this person at this exact same spot, so back off. No, you back off. I'm meeting someone too. Fine, I guess we'll wait together. Night descends. I've been stood up. So have I. Let's go home.
Oh my god.
Or I mean, more likely it's just like I'm gonna send him a text, see if it comes up. Notification pops into the person's phone, and then they're like, "It's you." I don't know.
Hey, did I tell you yet? You did great in our battle.
Nope.
I'm surprised.
Thanks.
I mean, you're surprised. You didn't say anything. You just refused the money.
So, what are you even doing here?
Oh,
like
nothing.
I thought.
I'm just waiting for someone.
Ah!
But I think I came too late. And you?
Same. But I think she changed her mind.
Oh, so you're waiting for a girl, huh?
Oh my god.
Your girlfriend?
No, just a friend.
Okay, actually, that would have been a really good opportunity to have him repeat the line, "I've been single since birth," and that be the clue that gives it away to her. As a dialogue.
In a reveal story like this, where like they're talking online, but they don't realize that the people they're talking to online. I actually feel like it would be more interesting if throughout the story they both say similar things online to in real life.
Yeah,
when
they
talk
wouldn't think to come up their own speech mannerisms.
Yeah, and then it's like,
Exactly.
oh wait, and then maybe at first when they see something similar, they're like, it's probably a coincidence. But then when it happens 2 to 3 times, you're like, okay, that's really weird.
Jacob's enjoying this being psychic. I'm enjoying being psychic. That's what I'm enjoying right now.
Lod has a girlfriend! And here, I thought you were a robot.
Hey, that's... Yeah, I thought I was one too.
I've been single since birth, so you know.
Sorry about your bag.
Don't worry about it. I'm buying another one next week.
Oh,
didn't you just go shopping a few days ago? Why not buy one then?
And plus, you didn't even get to use the 10K that because you get to keep the 10K, so you could just buy an even better bag with that 10K if you wanted.
Exactly. I even made that exact joke when we were in that scene. That's the face I make as someone's foot shot up millimeters away from my arm. Did that very well. Well, we're still on the bag because they haven't really fixed that. It's kind of like when when in Pokemon when Misty brought up her bike in episodes like several like dozens of episodes down the line or something because Ash still didn't pay her back. So yeah, that's it's just like that situation.
Another one?
The first moment together.
Why? Nothing. Man, whoever your date is must be rich.
I think I'm gonna go.
But she also has $10,000.
My friend might not be coming.
Oh. Hey, would you like to join our team?
Me?
Wait, hold on. Are we talking permanently or just for the tournament? Because you didn't specify again.
I don't think
You never specify time or place for anything.
I'm good enough for the tournament. You're
Actually, wait, that's probably the give. That would have been a giveaway that it wasn't him actually this whole time because Noob Master actually says times and dates.
Our teammates will kill me if I mess up. I don't want to die young. Wait, are you saying you're going to the tournament right now?
Yeah.
Can I come? Maybe Noob Master's already there. I'm not joining you. I just want to watch the tournament.
But you already agreed to be in the tournament with someone else.
Oh my god.
So as far as you're concerned, he wouldn't be joining. You wouldn't be a spectator in any case.
You want to watch the tournament?
Yeah, let's just put it that way.
I guess my friend isn't coming
blatantly
either.
lying.
So, are you ready?
Wait! Let me get my luggage first.
I'm moving. I also teleported, apparently.
I'm ready!
Huh. Okay.
I only brought my own gaming equipment. I don't trust the ones from the tournament.
Hey, let me help you with that.
Okay, he's actually trying to be nice for once. Fair enough. I mean, I guess they've bonded over. They have a common interest now, the game, so he would naturally warm up to her a bit. And he probably wouldn't apologize for everything that he said because he also wasn't accounted for that. Let me help you with that. Translation, let me get you a different bag that you also have and you just said you didn't own at the moment and just yeet your luggage in the bushes, I guess.
Wow, I can't believe I'm here.
I can't believe you like this kind of setup.
Oh, there she is again! Marinette's always in the background.
Well, thanks to you. I can know.
I do like the way that this background is actually like an elongated one, and we actually are using that to be the keyframe version, which also means this has most likely been pre-rendered several times. If not, then Same Dine is insanely good at keyframing and adjusting the speed, because that is not easy to do. I've tried it in the past.
Appreciate the gaming community.
Whoa! Why is Miss Batansky here?
It's Witonchi or something. Isn't
She's
it?
here to watch the
Yeah.
tournament.
So you...
I love how there's someone singing and playing the electric guitar, two very loud things, and you can't hear them at all.
and Batansky are friends now?
Not really, although it doesn't seem like he'd be a bad one, though. So I might reconsider.
Once again, common interest.
But where's Roxy's sub?
Yeah.
You didn't... See, again, they just didn't bother finding someone. They just left this, defaulted it to
Oh
yours.
my god. Ah.
What? I don't like the way you're looking at me.
Please, Miss
This is Anakin and Padme.
Batansky, this is our biggest dream.
But I'm not even good at it.
Yeah.
It's better than not being able to compete at all, because most of the time in these competitions you need to have a full team or you can't compete.
Exactly.
Nothing to worry about. Lord will carry the game.
I can't. I'm sorry, Laud.
I promised someone else that I would join this tournament, and they let me down. I cannot trust again. That sounds like you, Aiden. Did you record for this?
Am I being too harsh on them? But what if New Master Shamdam's already here?
I don't know. How about you text him and find out?
I told him I'd join his team. Maybe I should message him first.
Or message him at all, because you didn't bother doing that. And yeah, you would think it just seems like a talent competition, yeah. That no one's consistent here. Although it does make sense for Marinette to be in this building, because I do know that she's in fact very good at certain video games. That looks like a sniper laser, but like really large.
Offline.
Why'd you have to get to him? Oh, I guess maybe you don't have his phone number. Okay, that makes sense. If you only talk through the game. Yeah, that's true.
The registration is almost over, Lord. Should we just go home?
Drew, I'm with Laud. New master stood me up.
Why does Drew need to know about this? She's not even here.
I guess.
Do you still need one more player?
I think this is probably. I think the setup was actually just from the convention itself, or it was just stuffed into her luggage, one or the other.
Vitatsky, I'm gonna kiss you!
That's the same guy before that said the thing about being a girlfriend or something like that. Don't need to.
I won't let them kiss you. Don't worry.
Did the reveal happen? I forget.
It's going in slow motion. No. But apparently, Gamer 2 sounds like you when screaming.
Oh my god.
And also in slow motion.
Oh.
Final round. Oh, they got to the finals? Jeez.
Hmm.
I feel like Save Today is like averse to montages, it seems. Even when they would be objectively the best way to move this forward. G-Boy. Oh, G-Boy 2, because he's only got one name, I guess. Okay. And I am hot versus am hot, his actual last name. Okay. And then G-Boy. Oh yeah, didn't even try with these ones. All the naming power left as soon as Toriyama's blessing wore off. Also, there's only one player in the second.
Is it like a boss fight? Normally tournaments are like teams go after other teams.
It wouldn't be a boss fight because the boss wouldn't be called Player 2, right? Presumably. So, yeah, maybe everyone else has been eliminated. This person absorbed all their power. This is all for one, apparently.
But the round just started, so they wouldn't have been defeated because literally just the round just started.
That's true. Yeah. Okay. I guess they don't have a communal health bar either. They just... I guess it belongs to the last person. What happened to Game Boy 1's hair?
Gamer Boy's one hair is like half gone. I don't know, maybe they're green.
Yeah, it became a ghost. Probably.
Communal health bar, I guess. Okay.
Yeah. I guess the players are half down, therefore it's at half health.
KO.
Wait, what? You were barely scratching the health bar when you were doing group attacks, and then you just do one attack and you one shot.
Yeah, I guess.
Don't do a thing about video games without knowing about video games.
The boss just fell on its head, which is his weak spot. A concussion is an instant KO.
I don't know. Okay, look. Okay, if you're gonna do a video about if you're gonna do a gacha story about video games, at least somewhat know what you're talking about because you don't. I don't know. They don't.
Yeah. Also, don't set up a tournament where you need a team of 4 people, but don't
to fight one giant boss that's also called Player 2, even though that would just imply that there's 2 players.
Yeah, and also their team name is Player 1 as well.
We won!
What is this fighting game?
Emotional damage, game over. Okay. That's a nice background to celebrate.
Yes! She's not dumb after all.
Oh, now the pick me is like, oh, I guess she's not dumb because she can play video games.
Remember, she's a not pick me. She's a replace me.
Yeah, but like, God, I hate how it's like, oh, you're good at video games, therefore you're not dumb. Like, okay, but how is video games determine intelligence?
From their perspective, that's what they value the most and sit there. So as characters, it sort of makes sense. As a life lesson, it's terrible, but from their perspective, I get why they say that.
Zero, you played with Lod's team, and you won!
Well, I mean, it was a team effort. Everyone, they technically all won. God.
But yet, you as in you plural.
I can't believe I played with them either.
Oh wow, yeah. Again, Gamer Boy 2 does sound like you.
Did you sample my voice? I didn't ask you to sample my voice. When did this happen? Unless I wait, I don't remember.
Gamer Boy 2 is an AI from your voice.
Wait, I don't remember. I didn't voice act in this. I know that much. I do.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't think.
That would be a huge reveal. Imagine if, like, the credits just say like aimed at best, you would like deceive you the whole time.
I was just here. I was like, wait, I didn't even know that. Was I here?
That's also the kind of thing that I would do. Just like pull a voice that's unrecognizable, put it through a bunch of filters, and then like have the reveal in the last episode be that I was me the whole time.
Freak, but I'm getting used to it, I think.
I mean, you're wearing headphones the whole time, so yeah.
So what happened? Noob Master didn't come? Oh, I'm so sorry, Ro.
It's okay, Drew. I guess it's not meant to be.
And so she deleted Noob Master's contacts. In protest, Noob Master was dejected that she never showed up either, and they never learned the truth. The end. Can you imagine?
True. Besides, you and the gamers are okay now. Even the cold Roxy.
I guess we misjudged.
The cold Roxy, yeah. The hardest sell.
Also, by the way, you didn't misjudge them. I mean, if anything, they misjudged you. You never misjudged them.
Actually, they all kind of misjudged each other, I think. At least to a certain extent.
But I don't know. I feel like as a lesson, like if they were being rude to her and they were underestimating her, I feel like they didn't properly learn their lesson, I guess. Because like, for me, I feel like being like, see, look, I could be just I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know how I feel about the way she went about proving
they did a
herself.
little bit of that. They did a little bit of that towards the beginning, where she said, "Oh, you know, she's so dumb. She can't play this game." And then they gave her enough prep time, so she Batmaned them.
I don't know, because I feel like it's more or less not that fact that they misjudged her as they did misjudge her, but it's like,
yeah,
I feel like I don't think the fault's really on her because it's not like
they're definitely more guilty of it. Yeah,
I mean because they came off ruder in my opinion than she did. Because like, I don't know, it's one of the things where I kind of feel like the end of the story is kind of being like, oh, I guess we were both in the wrong. They were objectively more in the wrong, though. And that's why I feel like some stories get wrong. Because, like, in some stories where they try and make it, oh, we were both in the wrong. It's like, yeah, but sometimes someone's objectively more in the wrong than the other. And you still have to acknowledge that in the story. You can't just be like, oh, I said one wrong thing when you did a bunch of wrong things. I guess we both made mistakes. Like, they still did worse things than you. Why are you acting like you're just as bad now? Oh, I may have said something super harsh to you.
I agree 100%.
Also, why do you... I don't know. I don't trust him.
Why not?
Block new master. Oh, a new master breaks in our room.
He's online.
Hey, how are you?
I'm mad at you.
Why?
Oh, is he gonna kill himself?
Yeah, I should be mad at you because you stood me up. No, you stood me up. I was there the whole time. I had to play with some random girl. Well, I had to play with some random boy on his team. I didn't even like him in the first place. Blah 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 blah.
Why? You stood me up.
Me? I didn't.
Ugh, yes you did.
Why would I? Besides, I waited, but you didn't come.
Well, I was there, and you weren't.
I can meet you up right now.
Huh?
Oh yeah, like, I believe you
I'll
this
be where
time.
we're supposed to meet. I'll wait until you come.
I don't think I can. It's raining outside.
This is the end of a rom-com. And they're gonna kiss in the rain. Which, by the way, at least they actually there's the sound effects of the storm have been added.
Heading out right now.
Yeah, still not a good idea.
Wait! Oh no.
Oh god, he's gonna kill himself in the rain.
Sort of mild flash of entirely blue lightning outside the window that also has a bunch of sun coming through it. That was weird.
What am I gonna do?
I mean, you could either let him freeze to death or go in the rain.
I guess she isn't coming.
Why'd you even go out in the rain to begin with? Jeez.
Can't believe it.
I will say I appreciate the actually being rain this time.
Master was stood up twice.
The noob master, yeah. Oh, she actually came with a different outfit. She came prepared for the rain.
That?
Yeah, she has an umbrella and everything.
Bro? Yeah.
Oh
the
my!
raincoat.
You're soaking
Wait,
wet.
no, wait. Didn't you
Come
even
here.
say that in front of like this guy? Like, didn't you literally said I'm waiting for Noob Master right in front of him?
I don't think she said I'm waiting for noob master.
Thanks, bro.
You're welcome. So, what are
I never realized how short he was compared to her.
you doing here? Don't tell me you need a player for the tournament again.
There is no tournament.
Wait, there isn't a tournament yet.
Ugh.
Nope. I'm
They're gonna
waiting for
kiss under the
someone.
umbrella.
What about
Oh
you?
my! Oh wait! Oh my god! I just realized what's happening. Miraculous umbrella scene. Oh no.
Oh, well, I'm not familiar with it, but I'm
Okay,
guessing
so-
same DNA is.
The umbrella scene in Miraculous is the first time Marinette falls for Adrian in the Origins two-parter. Basically, throughout the two-parter, she's just like, "Oh, he's lived with Chloe. He's a jerk," you know.
Oh, right. Okay.
And then when he's nice, when it's raining, and then he hands her the black umbrella, be like, "Here." She blushes and takes it, and then that scene's inverted at some point, and like, yeah, it's a famous thing, the Miraculous thing. So of course she's doing the umbrella scene.
Fair enough.
Accurate.
Are you afraid of thunder?
Why did you guy on the
Yeah,
rain?
that's why I didn't want to come. But New Master went offline before I said I couldn't.
There we go. Now she says noob master.
Noob Master?
But she said New Master earlier.
Yeah, do you
I don't remember her doing so.
know him?
She did. I will pull up the timestamp.
I
the
kinda
clip.
asked him to help me learn
I mean, that's not really going to work because it's restream.
I'll share my screen. Jesus.
how to play Reckon so I could beat you. And we were supposed to meet up here during the tournament, but he stood me up. He should be thankful I like him.
You like him?
Lod, you're repeating what I'm saying.
I'm repeating what you're saying.
You know, I can take you to your car so you can go.
Oh
So
wait,
I
never
can go.
mind. Okay, so wait, it was in her head. That's when she said it. Maybe New Master's already there. But it was in her head. So she did say it, but it's just I was misremembering. Apparently it was in her head.
Right,
And there
okay.
wasn't an echo
Don't-
filter enough.
Got it.
Yes.
Want to be sick. Do you have a photo of the girl you're supposed to meet up with?
No.
I don't need one. You mentioned noob master. I know all the connections.
I could tell her that.
Miss Gamer?
How do you know my private account?
It's not even like the actual name. She just said that to. She wasn't even a username. That's not her username at all. It's just what she said in the moment.
New Master Shamdam? For real?
That's one thing. You know what? That's one thing this has over My Street. Shu and FC are fairly normal sounding names. I love the idea of like the reveal of someone's gamer tag. Being the way you
Jacob,
recognize in real life.
just saying, whenever we meet up, I have to go, Jacob Butter? And then
Okay,
you
but that's
go,
not.
"Hey,
That's
Rebecca."
that's not as funny. It's like if we did
Yeah.
that to KW or something. It's like KW, the series and life channel.
Mhm. Yeah, darn it.
Yeah. CS:GO Master 420. It's
Mhm.
you the whole time.
New Master 69 confirmed. How about you get out of the thunder, you idiots?
Yeah, I mean, now you know who each other is. You don't need to
It's
stay
not
there
just
anymore.
it's not just raining, it's thundering. It's dangerous. You get hit by lightning.
I mean, it was a terrible idea from from Lord's part as well to even come out here.
So, would you like a rematch?
This isn't the bag again, is it?
Of course not.
One win, one place then?
Nice try, noob.
I don't know who you are. I don't know what you've been through. Why you got scars.
Oh, there you go. David Nito. Seal the deal, that's fair. Oh, interesting. Lord gets a credit before Ro does. I would not have imagined.
You know what? This is just the glass ceiling all over again. The glass ceiling of credits. The woman can't headline. We have to have the man headline, of course. The glass ceiling confirmed.
If it weren't for the fact that I know Komexu is non-binary, that would have been a perfect comparison.
Since you walked through the door, I've been trying to reach you. Cause I feel you.
Oh, and that's no more end credits.
Oh man, those long credits. I don't know, man. That's too long.
Fine. I didn't even want end credits. Whatever.
Okay, I have beef with this. Okay, the focus was lost halfway through to switch to a romance plot. I got no proper female empowerment, and I'm annoyed. Listen, where was my female empowerment? I need to watch a bunch of female.
It was the moment. It was the moment that a girl rose to the occasion to replace another girl.
Yeah, she didn't even replace a man. She replaced another woman. That just goes to show, guys, the only way women can rise up is by replacing roles that already had women in them.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. That line in the description of this video definitely undermines what is going on. Because I guess, you know what? If we hadn't read that, we would have just guessed that, you know, this was a case of, you know, somebody making a casual bet, and then eventually and yes, master the game, but you know, more for themselves than anything else. Just like, you know, this particular cat does this thing, not necessarily a statement about gender or anything. Because there weren't too many mentions, like you said before. Now I've seen the whole thing. I can confirm what you said earlier, that there were no real mentions of anything to do with gender specifically. Like she gets called dumb and such, but they already had a girl on the team. They knew about that. I mean, yes, Broxy put herself down, but that's more self-deprecation than it is, I don't know, internalized misogyny, unless it is, but I don't know. You can read to the subtext if you really want to in that case.
I don't know. I just, when the thing is like, why did the creator feel the need in the description to highlight the gender angle? If the gender angle didn't even matter, if the gender angle was ultimately felt like a non-factor. I guess if you really read into the movie and look at the subtext and try to make your own meaning, maybe you could say gender. It's like, but not really.
You only look into that subtext if you know what to expect and you read the description before you start the video, which not everyone does.
Yeah, it's like, why even highlight the gender subtext? Who cares? Like, clearly gender didn't really influence this story. I mean, it's
I can definitely in favor of the surface. It may or may not change lives. That depends on that will depend on the lives themselves. You can't predict that. But at least the part about, like, you know, about the message to do with bullying is very much there throughout the entire project. So it delivers on what it promises at the very least, even if the creator overhypes it.
Except for the gender element, because God, gender.
Well, I'm talking about the surface here. But as far as this video goes, yeah, the gender stuff doesn't really come into it. I mean, we weren't expecting a romance. There was nothing here that really implied that, apart from, I guess, you know, all the Netflix original movies that have the same premise, and also Phoenix Drop Days. But apart from those things, you know, assuming you've seen other media and therefore you're used to the trope, then that's that. But then again, that's the prime chance for subversion of expectations, which again is not really like a prerequisite for this kind of thing. There wasn't really anything that we were not expecting in this whatsoever. It's one of those stories that is predictable, even if the some of the stuff that it does right. But I do mean,
God, I really just didn't enjoy the story, honestly. I thought the story writing was all over the place. It felt like it changed its focus. Like halfway through the story, the creator wanted to take a more romance angle, which honestly doesn't work the best unless you organically rework the story and slowly fade out elements and like rework plot points or maybe fit romance in the story. Like, Like you
Yeah,
could
the
like
only slight hint towards the beginning is Noobmaster mentioning flirting, and that was it.
Like, and heck, I think in a story where the primary goal isn't romance, you still have romance. Like, again, when I write Fallen Angels, there's still romantic subplots and plot points in there. It's not the focus, but there's still romantic moments and there's still elements of romance. Even if that doesn't end up being the main story, like that, it doesn't influence the main storyline. It's still a part of the story. But I don't like whenever I try to write Fallen Angels, I don't actively try to take away from the main story. I don't try to like get rid of the main story just for the romance angle. And like again, I love romance in stories. I just don't think the way the romance was handled, because the main story suffered for the sake of romance. I don't think that's great.
Finish Job Days, and similar to Finish Job Days as well, the payoff was not really like there entirely.
And honestly, I kind of wish I got to see these characters interact more before they even got together, because I feel like we only had a good handful of scenes where they were actually talking. I mean,
Yeah, especially because she ignored Noobmaster for a long time towards the beginning.
Which is kind of a red flag if you want to pursue a romantic relationship with someone. Who says they're not going to ghost you halfway through the relationship?
She caught feelings, and then immediately Drew was like, "Hey, do you think I should stop playing with them?" It's like, "Oh, well, I didn't think about it that way. I guess I'll practice on my own." Yeah.
I don't know.
Not
so
the
like,
best tactic.
It just I don't get it, and I don't really. And like, why did he like? And also, I do wonder why Noob Master initially fell for her. Was it because she managed to beat him in a video game?
Potentially, maybe that's his love language. Honestly,
I mean, I don't know, because
a lot of people like gamer girls for that reason, because they can share a combined interest and actually be really good at it and push you to higher limits.
I mean, I guess, but I feel like that being the only reason you're into someone is just kind of weird. If being like, "Oh, you beat me in a video game," that's the only reason I'm interested in you romantically.
They don't really know too much about each other as of yet. But then again, I mean, I know that I could list myself as an example again in this case, but I don't think I need to. I'm sure that you've caught feelings for people over less.
I mean, I normally catch feelings for people due to physical appearance, or that I just kind of admire them.
I guess, yeah, you wouldn't really have that factor.
Like I haven't fell for anyone who, like, honestly, on Discord, I haven't actually developed any proper feelings purely because personality or just typing with someone. Like, honestly, like, I mean, I don't know. I feel like for me, there is very much a difference between my romantic feelings towards someone and my platonic. Like, I may love my friends, but it's not the same as I would want to romantically be with people. Like,
well, that's the same case for everyone.
Yeah, like, I don't know. It's one of those things where, like, I can genuinely tell the difference when I want to be with someone, because it's also in a physical sense as well as a, friendship sense. And honestly, regardless, it's like, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't. Romance.
I mean, for me, it seems like from when I've got things with people, I normally don't necessarily know everything about them, but that's sort of the point. If you go into a relationship knowing absolutely every single thing about the person themselves, Marinette, pay attention here, then there are no more surprises. So it ends up becoming stale very quickly. A lot of times relationships will start off with one simple foundation, and then they will either continue because it turns out that you got lucky and the foundation was a good one, and you grow something from that, or it turns out that the initial version, not really so much, and then it's kind of it falls apart and you move on. But either one could happen to these two at this point. And I like how it concludes at the very least.
But for me, like, I feel like
was satisfactory.
For me, I feel like what really attracts me to a person personally is maybe intrigue about them over something they said.
If you knew everything about them, there would be no intrigue.
But I feel like if there were some more points of intrigue, like during some of their fights or like their practice, or maybe during some of their texting, they both subtly dropped some brief personal information about each other. Maybe one mentions, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna have fun drawing in my sketchbook some of the cool your character design. I don't know, because I really like the way you customize your character." You know, and then it's like, oh, you draw? It's like, yeah, I draw all kinds of characters. Like I draw some anime, some for cartoons. You know, I just in general sketch and stuff. Well, that was really cool. Oh man, you know, I wish I had drawing skills. You know, when I would write about characters in the past, I would love to draw them, and then bam, you create an intrigue with each other. You're creating multiple. I don't know, like that would have felt more like a natural conversation between two people, and like why you would actually want to be with them. Besides, oh, you beat me in a video game once, and we talked, I guess, a few times. You know. Plus, again, I still think physicality also comes into it because, like, regardless if you like someone's personality, I do feel like you still have to be attracted to them physically in some way.
There is that. I mean, whenever in the situations, in both situations where I've fallen for someone online, I will probably ask them fairly quickly to do a face reveal, mostly to like prove they're a real person. In the case of Roxy, I actually checked out her channel. She had streams on there. I matched the voice to the actual person. This is before AI was as big as it was, so no risk there. So it sort of serves a dual purpose for me at least. But yeah, if they were going to go on some other way, then yeah, that would probably be another step. Because I mean, if it had turned out they weren't physically attracted to each other at that when they met, I'm sure that would have been brought up. But at no point do they really. I mean, I was gonna say at no point did they call themselves ugly. Remember the panda scene? But technically, that was the case of when she woke up and I was late for school and had like bags under her eyes. And that was like a whole reason to mock her. It wasn't necessarily a case of like, oh, this must mean you're ugly all the time, and I have no physical connection to you whatsoever. And in fact, if anything, it reminds me a bit of Caitlyn and Gareth in a weird way, because Caitlyn admitted that Gareth was not ugly, quote, but again was not interested in him. So I guess from that perspective, they didn't have that connection. Then suddenly, in this case, they did. So it was a mixture. And again, it leaves it open ended. I'm not a fan of the journey, but I am satisfied with the destination at the very least, or where this kind of thing leaves off. If they had kissed in the rain at that point, it would have been too quick. But they continued. They adopted their gaming talk into real life, because that's the version they knew about each other, which is the same thing that Afmo and Aaron did as Shu and FC to start off with, and then they gradually got more comfortable with each other going forward.
But honestly, I do kind of wish they kissed, because we spent this whole movie building up to them being in a relationship or falling for each other.
I thought you didn't like that part.
No, yeah, but at least I feel like they should have kissed at the end. Again, it kind of reminds me of the Star vs. Forces of Evil ending, where like Star and Marco just went up to each other and went, hi, and then that's it, and then cuts the credits. It's like, what? Like,
I enjoy open-ended stuff. So, honestly, I think that's the difference between you and I, because we actually had the same debate over the ending of Through Her Eyes episode 2. We wanted something a bit more conclusive versus what I actually ended up giving. And it's like, I mean, sometimes this kind of thing, the audience can interpret whatever they want, and that actually means that if anything, people can actually, I mean, they can branch out into fan fiction if they want to, but also just in general, as like a general observer, from a non-writing perspective, you can fill in the blanks yourself, and that means that you can enjoy your own satisfaction. Sometimes the audience does more, this can take more out than you provide into a story, and that ends up meaning, because I mean, and that way you actually make more people happy. It depends on the situation, but in this case, I think it works.
I will say there is one thing I always kind of wanted to do in the Butterverse, though.
Yeah.
With maybe one of your shows. I mean, I probably would eventually do some one of my shows. No, well, we technically did that with one show.
I know. I wasn't aware if you wanted to say which one it was going to be, but yes,
I'm not gonna say that show.
We do have an open ending that is pending.
Yeah, no, but like I do think it would be interesting having a more mature relationship, if you know what I mean, in one of your shows, like especially on your channel.
Well, depending on the open ending of Through Her Eyes episode 2, that may or may not have happened. One can draw their own conclusions.
When I say that, I mean something in a vein of diaries, like an attempt of like our attempt of what a diaries Afmo and Aaron relationship would be. Not actually Afmo and Aaron, but you know what I mean. That kind of dynamic where it's like more of like a less
Yeah.
lovey-dovey, maybe more physical, maybe just brief little comforts with each other. Like, it's not like,
Sounds more like Buffy and Spike than Aphmau and Aaron, but yeah.
Yeah. I don't. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like a more mature take on a relationship, I think would be interesting between two characters that we actually get to see that more mature relationship develop throughout any kind of show. And
I guess a different form. I suppose, you know, you and I are both romantics at heart, and therefore that tends to be what we lean into. But I suppose that would be a different way to explore that, a different nature. I suppose.
Yeah,
Okay,
but I don't know. I'm just
for now.
Yeah, I just wasn't a fan of the second half of this mini movie. I mean, the first half was all right, but the second half, just killed it for me. I'm gonna be honest.
You didn't seem to be enjoying too much of the first half either. You were very annoyed at Lord's character to begin with, and also didn't like the game mechanics that were introduced in the first half.
Yeah, well, I also didn't like that. Well, I just okay. I feel like it's again. I've said this before. It's like boomers trying to write about technology. They don't understand it. So
there's a Masako X quote that goes, "Wait before you create," which is specifically in reference to he meant it in the reference to like making an OC for an existing franchise. If you don't know too much about it, then you know make sure you learn about it a bit more before you actually go into go into the deep end in that regard. But I think it works here as well, in the sense of if you want to like introduce a mechanic or something, wait before you create and get familiar with what you're actually trying to deal with, essentially.
Like, I'm not gonna say I know the most about fighting games because personally I'm more of a fan of RPG or open world games personally.
Based on what you said in this video, you know a fair amount.
But I do somewhat know about it in general because, like, again, I've seen videos people talking about stuff like Smash, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl, and all kinds of like those kind of fighting games. Again, I don't know much about your Street Fighters, but I can still surmise stuff based off of Smash and stuff like that. I can still surmise basic fighting game mechanics and basic competitions and how that stuff works. And for me, I feel like if you're going to implement those kind of aspects into a story, you got to somewhat understand them because you can't like emulate a video game without understanding how video games work, especially fighting games. You should somewhat know that stuff.
All right, and there you have it. So I guess we've covered the women empowering thing. We've covered the actual story and how it falls apart. Now it's time to come back to the thesis statement for this video to begin with. How does it hold up as a dubbed version of an originally non-voice acted video?
I think it holds up fine, honestly. Like, there are flaws here or there, but honestly, I don't really see that many flaws of it.
Yeah, I mean, granted, I haven't watched the whole thing silently because, again, blind reaction, but I stopped noticing a lot of the issues going forward. A couple of jump cuts here and there, one panel shot needed to wait, some of the audio that wasn't actually synced up, but it wasn't the majority. And it wasn't like we were waiting for the voice actors to get in queue. So I guess they did match what was on screen, or it was actually edited. As you know, I know it was edited to match the voice actors because I know that I recognize some of the jump cuts from earlier. And that's probably that's one of the best examples of how you could pull that off theoretically. Without of course having filmed a previous version without the narrators, which, like I said, I tried with French Academy. Hard drive got in the way, so that will never see the light of day. That rhymed.
I mean, we can still do a dub version of Alpha Witch Academy eventually.
Oh,
we
yeah,
just have to
absolutely.
build the text boxes.
Yes, absolutely. That's you know, I'm fine with that in the near future. And if anything,
I mean, honestly, I don't actually.
It's possible.
I mean, I feel like inserting text in a voice acted thing isn't bad. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the text boxes because they're too big, in my opinion. But if you wanna go in your video editor and insert actual like small little text, even though you have voice actors, I still think it's cool to at least have the text where it's like subtitles are on the bottom. So, you know, maybe if
that was actually a suggestion that my mum gave to me in June 2019 during season 1 of Mutant Girl, that I then completely ignored. But I did understand where she was coming from. Back then, it was hard to understand the voice actors, and if anything, I should have turned on like, you know, some sort of captions or something on the video, given that as an option. which would not work for mobile users, but that's a YouTube problem, not my mummy problem. But yeah, nowadays, especially with captions being so much more common in YouTube videos, and dare I say, a bunch of programs, AI and otherwise, that do help out with that kind of thing, it is more accessible now. So yeah, I mean, in 2020 when this was made, not so much, but yeah, going forward. Why the heck not? But yeah, as a first example of how someone might, dub their old work, I guess this is a good frame of reference. Not for a story element whatsoever, and probably not for a character thing either, but if someone's out there and thinking, hey, maybe at some point in the future, I can dub the stuff I've already made in non-voice acted form, or maybe I can make a non-voice acted series first and then dub it later when I'm ready and everything is prepared. That might be a better method for them. If then check out the videos, the visual video. It's in the description, and see
although speaking of dubs, we gotta probably take some. It would also be good if you want to redub something, say in another language.
That would depend, because then the text might become distracting in an original form.
Yeah. If you can't remove the text, yeah. But like if there is no
text,
if
you know how to mask things, then you can edit the text. But that's again ideas for another day. I guess. And also the music in this, because the soundtrack was entirely different, which is again what the issue would have had before if it had an existing soundtrack. So all the Foley had to be done a second time and accounted for the new music. So yeah, again, all those subtle details. But go check out the video and you'll see how it is done, almost as well as it could have been. So there you are. Let's see what else have we got. Any clue what the next video review might be? We'll just have to wait and see. Well, people asked me to check out more same DNA, quite honestly. You said If I Were a Bully. Bon earlier said Royal Fairy Academy, which I was tempted to do today. Is like, doing another Academy video like 4 in a row, but I decided against that. One of those two. Maybe I'll do a community poll. I'll say if I Were a Bully or Royal Fairy Academy. One of the two.
Okay, but until next time.
Midori Stories. Oh. Well, I mean, I'm still going through the Green Knight. I'll put that on the poll too. Midori Stories.
Okay.
Green Knight.
So we should probably end the stream here, though.
I love how you're trying to rush me now when I address the chat.
No. And this is very important.
Oh wait, I think I know what you're talking about. Okay,
yes.
Fine. We'll wrap it up. So yeah, please leave a like or dislike because your opinion matters. As I've done already. And on that note, until next time.